Welcome back to Piece of Heart here at MomoCon in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm joined here once again by Zahir, where we are about to get through an entire all-mask run of Majora's Mask 3D. It's going to be fantastic. I'm looking forward to this. As someone who really enjoys this game but has never seen a speed run of the all-mask playthrough of this, I think I'm going to be just amazed throughout all of this. So thank you for doing this in advance. Of course, we are raising, by the way, folks. We're raising money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. If you've got any money to spare to make sure that we can help these kids, be sure to go to donate.zeldathon.net. Now, I'm going to leave us be here for a moment so we can actually get started if you wanted to do the honors here.
All right. And so hold on to this.
I'm instructed I need to hold on to this phone for the cycle timer for as long as possible without touching it. Now, why do we have this cycle timer here?
Sorry, one moment.
Sure.
And go. Okay, so Majora's Mask 3D is very unique with some skips that we have to do throughout the run. So Shadow Temple here is holding my personal smartphone to... I have this thing called a cycle timer, the Arkazoth cycle timer opened up. The moment I press A on the home on the game in the home menu, that's when the built-in cycle timer begins. So I'm having this external cycle timer right here for Shadow Temple to hold to help us measure that time. Because it's going to need to be in a very specific cycle within that timer for me to do wrong warps.
Yeah, I see it actually coming up on this. So it's like a timeline. Just to explain what I'm seeing here, guys. There's like a timeline that we're about to meet up with our first 0th day region here. And then once we get through that, there's a wrong warp at about 2 minutes and 36 seconds, if I'm correct.
So... you don't need to worry about the cycles right now until it's going to be time for me to set up for the wrong warp.
Right.
We actually don't need 0th day. We used to use that at some point, so don't worry about that one.
Sure.
The yellow box is the only thing that matters.
Yep.
But I'll let you know when we get close to setting that up, and then I can kind of just see from here as well.
I'll be conveniently posting this toward you.
But it's going to be a little while, so as long as that timer is still running and the screen is on, then we're in good shape.
Should be
I'm good to read this
awesome.
then?
Yes, go right
We have a
ahead.
$1 donation from Orc Tamer who says, good luck on the run, Zahir.
Thank you, Orc.
And as a note, folks, any money that you donate towards St. Jude goes directly to St. Jude. We don't touch a cent of it. And we also read any of your donations here on the air. So if you want to hear any good well wishes as we get this run started, feel free to do so. Now, how long would you project this run is going to take us?
So my estimate is about 2.5 hours, but there are a lot of situations where either a soft lock or a hard crash or a moon crash that could happen that could possibly put us a bit over the estimate. But hopefully that doesn't happen. Fingers crossed.
Now, when you say moon crash, do you mean like moon crashing into Termina, or okay, just the classic game over, you took too long and now everyone's dead kind of thing?
Yep, and
Good.
I'll explain more on how that can happen, because we wouldn't actually run out of time in a normal situation, but I'll explain more on that later on.
Interesting.
And you know how to force a soft lock, right?
The soft lock that's a part of the donation incentive, yes.
Yes.
I can force that.
Okay, great.
There is, in fact, a current donation goal.
$3,000.
$3,000 before the end of the run. So here we'll show off an intentional soft lock to completely destroy the game, just for funsies. But only if we get to $3,000 within about the next 2.5 hours or so, folks. So keep donating as you can.
So there's going to be a lot of cutscenes in the beginning of Majora's Mask. It's always been that way. It's for Majora's Mask 3D, whether it's the 3DS version or the original version. But the very nice thing about the 3DS version is that it has this really nice change, really good change, that the text is way faster than it has ever been. It was pretty quick in some situations, even in the original version, but in the 3DS version, it just flies on by. It's super quick. It makes some of these beginning parts go by a little more quickly. And even during the first cycle, being stuck as Deku Link, we still get to do some crazy things, like Clock Town Escape. Now, the original version of Majora's Mask and their speedruns, they also do a Clock Town Escape, but it's what we do in the 3DS version is completely different. A lot of the things we will do in the 3DS speedrun is completely different than what you'll see in the original version of Majora's Mask. There will be some similarities, but there's a nice healthy mix of new things and familiar things, and the omission of things that don't work anymore for an entirely fresh, new speedrun experience.
Now, pardon my ignorance with regards to the Majora's Mask speedrunning community, but what would you say that the majority has moved on to 3DS version of Majora's Mask, or are a lot of people still playing the original? Where's kind of the play out there?
A lot of people that prefer the original stick to the original, and a lot of folks that enjoy the 3DS remake run the 3DS version.
So each to their own.
Yeah, to each their own.
Fair enough.
Much.
Well, it sounds a lot like Ocarina of Time 3D has a lot of very different but also very familiar things in it.
Yep.
All right. So we got, unfortunately, Deku'd. And now we're wading through some more cutscenes. So many cutscenes to start. But then it really opens up once we get, past this section here, right?
Oh, yeah. There is something I could talk about in one of the rooms we'll reach pretty soon.
Sure.
So
Go for it.
there's a small chest on the way to the clock tower that has Deku nuts in it.
Ooh.
So some of you might think, why would we get such an insignificant item this early?
Deku nuts are now drugs, I guess. But anyway, what? So, yeah, insignificant, seemingly so, but why would you go for it?
It's actually one of the items we're going to need in order to do the Clock Town Escape.
Oh.
So I do want to grab this now. This is the only time I can actually get these.
Because otherwise you have to figure out some other weird way to harvest them in some way? Or is this literally the only opportunity before it comes up?
To the best of my memory, this is the only way to get Deku Nuts during the first cycle.
Okay.
Wow. Got a couple donations. Is it cool if we go through them?
Yep.
We got 1933 from William with a 1, who says, "Sorry I couldn't resist. Wish you luck at shadow minus the W plus the underscore temple."
Thank you very much for the donation. And keep hitting those donation buttons for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, both on Twitch and here at MomoCon. Please and thank you.
Also $3 from at Gutter X Slug. Thank you very much for your donation.
We just got rated by Rob, by the way, for 254 viewers. Thank you so much, Rob, for that. Welcome to the stream. We're hanging out, at MomoCon with Legend of Zelda here, working through Majora's Mask 3D All Mask Speedrun. We literally just started, so come on in, join on in, and donate at donate.zeldathon.net.
Incredible timing.
Indeed.
So just another quick cutscene here. It'll go by pretty quickly, but once it's over, we'll be in Clock Town, and we're gonna very quickly make it to the final day, because the sooner the clock tower will open up to the roof, the better. We want to get out of being the first cycle and being stuck as Deku Link as quickly as humanly possible.
Want to go ahead and read that one?
Yeah. After my heart stopped. 1953 from Marissa. Thanks very much.
Yeah, so for a bit of lore, for those unaware with Majora's Mask, the idea is that you have to wait through 3 days for the moon to start immediately, or start slowly its descent toward the clock tower. You're running around doing a whole bunch of random things, and then only at the very end do you get to really start learning what you're going to be doing with the rest of the game. And that takes a lot of time, and you don't want to take a lot of time today, I might imagine.
Oh, absolutely not. This is a speed run. We're here to save the frames after all.
Absolutely.
So the fastest way to make it nighttime whenever you're doing the first cycle as Deku Link is to go straight to Andrew's grandmother, the woman who tells the stories.
I love Granny stories.
Yeah, she can teleport you forward in time with her boringness.
Hey, it's a superpower, all right?
And a very useful one, too, because not everyone likes to be stuck as just Deku Link. But I'm going to make it just a slight detour.
What a jump.
So loud. $5 from Ebrend. Thank you very much.
So we're making a few little jumps back and forth there.
Yeah, I talked to two NPCs. I talked to Andrew and Gorman.
Right.
And the reason I did that is it's supposed to skip a Bomber's Notebook notification, because in this in the 3DS remake, you can't skip the Bomber's Notebook. So, and their notifications are much longer than they were in the original.
Huh?
So talking to those NPCs right now, we'll skip them later on.
Oh, nice. So you get that the really quick, or just jump through there, and then they're ready to go for when you have to talk to, or when you do have to deal with them later on.
We do have to deal with them later on for masks that we do have to collect for all masks. And it is the final day now, which is good, but it's not enough because it's not nighttime yet. So we're heading over to the trading post to make it nighttime right away. There's a scarecrow in there who will dance with you and to speed things up and just instantly make it nighttime.
Literally dance the day away. God, I wish that were me.
It's a hot beat.
It is a hot beat. Look at him go. He's just flying along.
A soft lock can happen with him too.
Ow!
If you
Really dance the night away.
luckily it wouldn't happen during that. But if you try to get the Scarecrow song, which we won't be doing, we won't need it. If you go too fast in going through the text, you can soft lock the game somehow.
Wow, it's not prepared for you just mashing through that too quickly. Oh dear.
So, but we don't have to deal with that, so we won't worry. But now it's not only the final day, but it is nighttime as well. And since it is nighttime, the Stray Fairy location has been moved into East Clocktown as opposed to the Laundry Pool. So now I can go collect that Stray Fairy right now because we're going to need magic in order to shoot the Skull Kid to get the Ocarina of Time. And I dropped the nut right there. Not
that,
intentional, but...
It's like, what mystical arcane arts await us here?
Well, I saw there was a nut drop thing on your schedule here.
Oh, yeah. Nut drop at exactly 11:29. Yeah, I see it.
But I don't actually have to worry about my nut count right now because we're going to lose all of them anyway, and I don't actually need to use it in order to do the Clocktown escape, but I just need to have them. Having them is what is the main thing that matters there.
Makes sense.
And then since I was in East Clocktown, I got the Stray Fairy, and I also opened up the the Silver Rupee chest, which is 100, but I can only carry 99 at the moment. And the reason for this is because another item that's going to play a big role in doing the Clocktown escape are bombs. I'm going to buy the bomb bag right now. I'm going to deposit the remaining 49 rupees because it costs 50 rupees to buy the bomb bag in the first place. And I'm also going to talk to the old woman there for the same reasons I talked to Andrew and Gorman earlier. Now, some of you might be thinking, why am I getting the bomb bag? How are we... Oh, oops, I didn't mean to talk to him a second time. How are we going to use the bombs? Deku Link can't use bombs.
How are you going to use the bombs? Deku Link can't use the bombs.
I didn't know that, but go on.
So, before I explain that, I'm going to go ahead and not forget to deposit these 49 rupees really quick.
Yeah.
Don't want to forget that because we do lose those when we go back in time unless it's deposited in the bank. And I'm going to make a safety save here because Clocktown Escape is actually one of the most difficult tricks in the run, even this early on.
Don't you hate it when you go back, when you like travel back in time and like your wallet just falls out of your pocket halfway through? Every time. I have to buy a lot of wallets.
Check. Okay,
yeah.
We're good.
So now I'm going to head into the...
It's my boy.
Hi, Tingle. Bye, Tingle.
To the Great Fairy Fountain, and I'm going to unlock magic, because we do need that to advance the game to get past Cycle 1, no matter what. But right after that, we're going to get straight into Clocktown Escape, and this is where the bombs are going to come in handy. Now, the reason why I picked up the Deku chest earlier is so that there will be an item on Deku Link's B button while he's flying. And that's really important because if you don't have Deku Nuts at all, then there'll be nothing there, and that B button slot will be grayed out. And if that's grayed out, the X and Y buttons are going to be grayed out as well, and you don't want them to be grayed out. So if you have Deku Nuts on your B button while you're flying, the X and Y buttons will not be grayed out, which is going to allow us to do this glitch called Deku Restricted Items. And that trick is how we're going to pull bombs out as Deku Link, because normally he can't do that. But we're going to be able to do that. So Clocktown Escape is 2 tricks in 1. First part of the trick is going to be the Deku restricted items, which is to pull out the bomb. This is a frame-perfect trick, but this game runs at 30 frames per second, so it's not as bad as in a 60 frames per second, but it's still really tight timing, and I pulled it out first try, but it's not over yet. Okay, so I kind of missed it. The second part of the Clocktown Escape trick is the Deku Flower Slide. Sorry, one moment.
Oh, whoa.
Okay.
Oh.
Second try is good. Second try is still really good.
And so you slunk out
That is
there.
that is one of the hardest tricks on the run, if not the hardest.
Yeah, so the reasoning there is that that guard does not let you out as Deku Link, but you just slipped right past him, and I guess that's the only barrier to prevent him from going through otherwise is just that guard going back and forth playing like goalie?
Yep.
Really?
So that
He's
second
Mido.
the second trick for the Clocktown Escape was called Deku Flower Sliding. Now the timing for doing the trick is not too bad. All you have to do is hold shield and then press A to dive into the flower as the bomb gets big, but before it explodes. And if you do that, you'll do a Deku Flower Slide.
What's the time window on that? Is that
It's-
also
that frame
frame
perfect?
It's not frame perfect.
Okay.
You get several frames, so it's not too bad. But the hardest part of that specifically for Clocktown Escape is the angle that you have to get before you do the slide, because you're trying to go along with the ramp. Because if you go too far to the left, he's going to fall off the ramp, and you're no longer going to be doing the Deku Flower Slide. But if you're too far to the right, you're going to go past the wall, and you're going to fall and void out. So you have your angle has to be just right, and thankfully my angle was, which is really good. And that was a Clocktown Escape. And since it was second try, it's really good because I can now show off the Death Warp.
No. Okay.
From Southern Swamp here, straight back into Clocktown. And the reason why this is going to work is because what I'm going to do right after this, what I'm going to do right after this little cutscene here is that I'm going to go to the Deku Baba and I'm going to start taking damage to prepare for the Death Warp.
Okay.
But I'm not, if I get to the final quarter of my health left, I'm not going to die off right away. I don't think I'll have the time to do that. But you don't want to die before the midnight cutscene happens. Because for the Death Warp to work, this cutscene has to happen. And now, instead of Southern Swamp being the last area loaded, Clocktown is now the last area loaded. So if you die, you respawn at the last area that was loaded. So now, after this cutscene, when I die, I'm going to Death Warp back into Clocktown because Clocktown was the last area loaded.
So you don't have to make that trek all the way back. Okay, gotcha.
Right. And this is why second try Clocktown is still, Clocktown Escape is still really good because I was able to make it to the Southern Swamp area before the midnight cutscene happened, because if that happened in any other area before this area, I would still have to come to this Southern Swamp area, and that would be the last area loaded, which means I would not be able to do the Death Warp, because if I died there, it would just load me up in that swamp area. But thankfully, Clocktown Escape was very good, and I was able to do the Death Warp.
Now you just kind of casually did that right there, but you skipped like what, probably like half hour's worth of like various like fetch quests and things that you'd otherwise have to do to actually get to this spot and be able to launch yourself up via flower to get here.
That's right. I did a trick called a gainer, which what that does is that you do a backflip in place without actually moving backwards in distance. And to do that, you do a backflip. But the moment you do a backflip, you let go of L in the first possible frame, and then you repress L. Repress and hold L exactly 1 frame right afterwards for the gainer to work.
Yeah.
And that is that skips having to get the Moon's Tear to get the business scrub out of the flower and having to just deal with all that nonsense. And that just skips all of that.
I just love that you did it so naturally.
Yeah, it was like
that we had to call you out on. And your face was blank until he explained himself. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, yeah, I did do a trick there. Well, you don't get the deed, and you don't get to talk to Toilet Hand with it, and that's my other favorite character.
It's a shame, yeah.
It's not like we keep it anyway. So.
No, yeah, that's true. That's true. It gets flushed.
Yeah, Cycle 1's almost over anyway. We just do watch this cutscene, Zelda teaches us Song of Time, and we go back in time. But one of the big changes, one of the many changes in Majora's Mask 3D, the game no longer saves when you play Song of Time. So in the original, you could skip some of the cutscenes after playing Song of Time for the first time by pressing yes on the option to go back in time and save the game and then reset the game. You're not going to see me do that because the game does not save when you play the Song of Time. The only way to save your game in the 3DS version is to go to save on an owl statue or save on a feather statue, which is new to the 3DS version, and they have that scattered throughout Termina, and they just act as save points, whereas the owl statues are not only your save points, but your warp points as well for fast travel for later on.
And so, yeah, we're like right on the edge of the end of the first cycle here, right?
Yep. All right, just about done. I just play Song of Time, and that's it for first cycle.
And suddenly, giant trombone, or like trumpet horn majig.
Oh, you're supposed to first get it here, but you already pulled it out at the swamp, right?
The
You learned the Song of Soaring?
yeah,
yeah,
the cutscene.
yeah,
Okay,
the
there's another one. Yeah, we have to call you out for that.
Yeah,
Because what the main reason we do Clocktown Escape was to get into that swamp area and learn Song of Soaring early and to activate the owl statue that was there so we can get there very quickly. Now we have Song of Soaring right off the bat, so which is really great. It's because you're not able to ever do that during the first cycle of the regular Majora's Mask, but in this version you can get Song of Soaring immediately, and it's really nice. It's very convenient.
You know, what we're learning is Deku Link is a liar, and he could have done it from the very beginning. He didn't actually need the ocarina back. He just had it. He was already ready to go.
Yep.
Saying Deku Link.
Acapella ocarina.
So now we're just gonna get through just a few more couple of cutscenes, but once these cutscenes are over, they're over until the Giants cutscene at the very end of the run. Once the Happy Mask cutscenes here are done, the rest of the run just picks up
All action.
all at like 99% action.
So then I'm going to take this moment real quick then to say, once again, folks who are sitting in the crowd here and folks at home who are watching on twitch.tv, make sure that if you're enjoying what you're seeing here, if you want to support a great cause, make sure you go to donate.zeldathon.net and donate what you can to help us raise money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. It's an awesome organization that helps kids through really the darkest times in their lives and try to get them through it along with their families without any cost to the family or kid themselves. Be sure to, once again, go to donate.zeldathon.net. We're reading all your donations here live on the air. If you want to shout words of encouragement to Superior, hey, look at that.
Yeah.
I say, and
yeah,
money
they flow
appears.
in as soon as you start talking about it. $2.50 from NeoDrake321. Yay, Zahir on the couch playing. Good luck, have fun on your runs. Can we get a donation train going? Hashtag choo choo. It sounds like it. $5 from Cheshire Cat. I'm not rich, so this donation is not large in money, but it comes with many heart containers. For
Every
this.
bit counts.
Yeah, truly. Like, these are all made of small donations. We've got $2,000 and change out of that. Heart containers for those children battling to live it all at St. Jude. This is beyond value. Personal friends of mine would have lost their child without intervention by St. Jude. They deserve all our support. Thank you for that story. It's very good. And your money.
Yeah, once again, when it comes to St. Jude, families are never have to worry about paying for the treatment, the travel to St. Jude, housing, or food the entire time they're there. It's to make sure that the only thing that a family has to worry about is helping their child live through this. Oh, no. Oh, he's upset.
This is the best cutscene.
He's fine. He's fine. Just gotta take a moment to compose himself. And tell us the history of Majora's Mask.
Well, yeah. But after this, 99% action.
Yep. The first thing I'm going to do right after these cutscenes is I'm going to go and save it, and that's going to be a safety save. Normally, I wouldn't do that save in my own runs, but I'm going to make a safety save because right off the bat, we do have to deal with a lot of luck.
Okay.
I'm going to have to rely on getting a bomb drop because we lost all our bombs by
Sure.
going back in time, and I'm going to need some bombs to get through Snowhead early. Because snowballs are blocking the way, and you need bombs or some kind of explosive to blow it up.
Get past there, sure.
Yep. And sometimes it can be like Dampé from Ocarina of Time with his piece of heart in the digging minigame of
Sure.
his.
Yeah.
It can be like that sometimes, and I could get no bomb drops. And
Just sitting there trying to break everything up.
yep. And with a game like Majora's Mask, in the way the speedrun is, I have to be very careful with the in-game timer because I need to be at certain places by a certain time. Not this cycle timer, but like the in-game 3-day timer.
We're going to be so excited when it comes up.
I'm useful. I'm here.
But there's no like safety strat. You have to load if something goes wrong. And you don't get a bomb.
If I don't get a bomb, I would have to reload because I would have lost so much of the 3-day the time on the 3-day cycle that it won't be possible for me to get to certain places on time, which is imperative.
So without the safety save, that's kind of a run killer.
It is a run killer.
Oof,
It's one of the biggest
yeah.
run killers, and it's all entirely luck-based.
That's unfortunate.
So, but
What are the odds? Do you know like the actual numbers?
That's a good question. I want to say it's a 10% drop for a bomb per bush in Terminal Field specifically. So the odds aren't awful, but it can get bad if I just get really unlucky. So
In other words, not high enough.
yeah, for marathon's sake, it's way better to be safe. Okay,
Hey,
there
there
it
we
is.
go. Then we don't even worry about it.
Good. First set of bushes is always a good thing to get a bomb drop. And now I'm going to, first I'm going to move that to X for a very important reason. And let me try to get this fast.
Playing and exploding. Whee!
So this is a fest. This is a forward extended super slide. You can go pretty fast like this. It's kind of nice.
He's doing like hot pizza and French fries.
I like the sick jam he's going for, too.
Now, what I did to have the Ocarina menu just stay out there, I did sword slashes against a ledge near a Sheikah stone. Because when you pull out your Ocarina near a Sheikah stone,
Yeah.
for some reason, the Ocarina appears instantly. I was hoping to get hit by that tech tag, but no big deal. So the
Sorry.
Ocarina was out the entire time, and I was able to play an Ocarina song while it was happening.
Ooh.
And I played Song of Inverted Time, and since I entered a loading zone with that song, I was able to store the song itself. So I have Inverted Song of Time stored right now, and as you can see in the 3-day cycle, no time is
As
running.
I say, it's been 6:49 for quite a bit.
Yep.
Wow.
While
So you stop time.
Yep.
You just
Yep.
straight up stop time.
That we did. Once I... but
What
if
is happening?
if any text box appears, the storage will be released.
Uh,
But doesn't mean that I have to activate it, because you can see the prompt is up, but I don't have to say yes. If I go into another loading zone, it will go right back to being stored.
Incredible.
So as long as you you can bring one up, but you just can never close it again until you get through a new area.
Yep, as long as you don't say yes or no on the prompt. So you can kind of hear it go, you can hear the option select move around and stuff when I'm pressing up or down on a circle pad.
Sure.
Which happens, but I can't activate it as long as the text box is not out. But I will.
$9 from Christopher Pitts. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, Okay, wait. I don't want to get that Deku stick here. Actually, I'll get the Deku stick here. I'll activate the storage right here.
Okay.
Because that tax box came out, and I pressed yes this time, and now time is inverted.
Time's going back. Yeah, but it is inverted.
And it's without all the slowdown cutscenes and all that stuff, too.
Oh, yeah, because, there's a whole, whole bit that you have to do otherwise.
And I just did a bomb boost right there to skip some of the invisible platforms. But I still had to traverse through some of the invisible platforms. And now I'm going to get some bomb drops. Those sets of bushes right there is very unique. It has a 50% drop rate for bombs. It's really easy to get them there. So that's why I took the time to cut some of the grass. And I'm going to get this chest as well, which comes to 50 rupees. Because I'm going to use those some of those rupees to buy a red potion later on.
Interesting. Because I was going to ask, back when you were trying to get, hoping for that bomb drop, does it lose that much time to, instead you just use the rupees that are already in the bank there?
No, because the rupees are already in the bank right now are going to be very important for something else later on.
Gotcha. Okay, so you had to save those, and you just might as well go off and try to grab bombs on your own. Fair enough. Gotcha.
So
you also you side jumped up a mountain earlier. We let you explain everything, but there's a lull. Is that just was there anything special in that, or just you can side jump up the mountain a little bit?
So from a very specific spot and at a specific angle, you can side hop out of bounds like that, and just skip the block of ice.
All right, great.
Yep.
That's handy.
Very convenient. So with the Lens of Truth there, because they kind of changed up Lens of Truth a little bit, you can't just mash it to be able to see the stairs because they actually disappear instantly, but I can still save some magic consumption by slowly going in and out before they drain any of the magic away by using the Lens of Truth. So I can still get through that ladder, use a bit of the Lens of Truth, and not use any magic at all. Because magic, I do want to preserve some magic. I want to have full magic at this point. It's going to be really important for a little soon enough in the run.
Okay. And we'll let you keep your secret.
Now, taking a step back, you have essentially skipped one of the first temple that everybody otherwise conventionally does. Why are we jumping into the second temple immediately?
Well, we're not actually going to do the second temple yet.
Oh.
All we're here for is for the Goron Mask.
So we're doing the first half of this section. Yeah, okay.
Yep, because Goron Link is the fastest Link in existence. Out of any Zelda game, Goron Link is the fastest, and I mean the fastest. You're going to see some crazy fast technique from Goron Link that I will talk about soon enough in the run when we get to that point. But Goron Link is just the absolute best, so we want to have him as soon as humanly possible, and that is why we're here. But now we're done with him, and we're going to go to the swamp now because of the early owl statue we activated during first cycle. Now we get to do things here. And
now we're here.
All right. Quick donation.
Easy peasy.
Yep.
568 from a hyphen. There's probably just empty string. That spare change was bothering me so much. Thank you for supporting such a good cause. So, Team Fixers, thank you.
Thank you for dumping out your spare change. Folks, once again, we're trying to get to $3,000 by the end of this run, which is, we've got about another 2 hours left in this. If we can get to $3,000 by the end of that, we're going to see some fun soft lock or two here. Just seeing us breaking the game even more than we're already doing now.
Is any of that water deep enough for the Goron to sink?
Nope. Oh, that's
okay.
handy.
Yeah, so you didn't even have to be careful there. It was just grab and go. All right.
Now, is this you just traveled immediately to go get to this witch? Is it just like a set predetermined course that you just always have to go through?
So the way the Woods of Mystery works is that the pattern is dependent on the day that it is.
Oh.
Like day 1, Day 2, and Day 3 all have their own set patterns.
I never knew that.
I just know the pattern for Day 1, thankfully. So I know where to go exactly for Day 1 in that situation. Day 1's the only pattern I need to worry about here.
Sure.
And,
is this a call that you need?
Oh, that's the missus. Sorry, honey. I'm sorry, honey.
We'll get back to you.
Help raise money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. I'll call you later. I promise.
Incredible. Just
Help.
get on stream. You can hear him. He's fine.
Help soothe Zahir's conscience for not calling her or picking up on his wife
Whoops.
by donating to St.
By
Jude right now, please.
Show her that this is worth it.
Give him
It's
a good
important.
excuse.
It's significant.
Look at how much money I raised.
Please help.
Incredible.
So, some of you might have noticed that I didn't bother to go into the spiked role as Goron Link while rolling through the Woods of Mystery. And the main reason for that is that I'm still trying to preserve as much magic as I can. So I don't want to use
magic bar full.
any of them. And now, there's actually a huge reason. Healing the witch, taking the time to heal that witch, plays the biggest role, one of the biggest roles in Majora's Mask 3D speedrunning.
Is it the bottle? Do you need the bottle?
No, we don't get the bottle from her.
Oh.
Is it kindness to old ladies?
It's
No.
charity.
Not to the evil witches specifically. Don't
Yeah,
forget,
you know.
those witches are evil.
They are evil. Not in this game as much. Just, anyway.
Okay. They do kind of redeem themselves because they give us the Picto Box, which is one of the most important
Ooh.
items
You get to take a
in
picture
Majora's
of
Mask 3D
Tingle.
speedrun.
Yeah.
Oh my
Make
God.
sure you get those tingle shots.
I mean,
I'm going to take every chance to talk
we
about
could for
Tingle.
that soft lock, so get them donations going.
Oh, Tingle
Hey,
soft
that's
lock.
involved. It's involved in that soft lock.
Oh, all right. Welcome to the chat room. We're here.
So, at the very beginning of the run, you saw me do this Deku flower slide. Now you're going to see me do it again. I'm going to put on the Goron Mask first, so it skips on putting the mask cutscene for Deku Link, because I've never actually used the mask up until this point, even though I was Deku Link during Cycle 1. And I'm going to maneuver myself while doing the Deku flower slide, because the purpose of this trick and doing this here is to skip that fence and to get into Great Bay early.
Because otherwise you need Epona to actually get past that fence.
Yep.
Okay, so you skipped no horse today.
Yep.
So are you getting all the masks before you do a single dungeon? Is that what it is?
Well, definitely all the transformation masks,
Okay.
because we definitely want Zora Link as early as possible as well. And not only that, since we're here, I could use the spikes here now.
Hooray.
There's a very set amount of magic that I'm trying to use, and it's okay for me to use spike roll right here. And I'm going to mash B to swim slightly faster as Human Link, because you can't do that in the original. You could do that in the original Ocarina of Time. You can do that in both versions of Ocarina of Time to mash B to swim faster as Link, but you can't do that in the original version of Majora's Mask. I guess the developers decided,
Really
oh,
specific.
you'll have Zora Link, so you don't have to worry about swimming faster, but they gave him back that ability in Majora's Mask 3D. And also, fun fact, well, earlier when I was climbing the ladders on the way to Goron Mask, I was mashing the B button to make him climb faster. Now, that's something you couldn't do in any of the other N64 Zelda games, including Ocarina of Time 3D. So it's nice being able to climb very quickly in long climbing sessions.
Weird to hear them just like decide, we'll throw it back in. Fans want it.
So you're going to
or
be doing
not.
that from now on in all your runs, is mashing
Absolutely,
B every time
yeah.
you climb a ladder.
I got to make sure.
Yeah.
So we're getting Zora Mask now, but we're not done with this area like we were with the Snowhead area once we got Goron Mask. Because the next thing we want to do right away, we want to get two things straight away while we're in this area. We want to get the Stone Mask, because this is all masks. We are collecting all 24 of the collectible masks. And we want to get the Hookshot. The Hookshot, incredibly important item. We do need that.
Now, do you need a potion for the stone mask?
We do. Well, that's why I bought the red potion earlier.
Oh, you already-
at the trading post.
You're so fast, I missed it.
Because I did use it to heal the witch.
Right.
But I did buy it again because we do need it to heal Shiro, the invisible Clocktown guard. Now,
Just chilling in the thieves' hideout.
right now, unfortunately, because he's invisible, I need some magic to use the Lens of Truth. And unfortunately, there's this change in Zora's swimming mechanics where in order to swim quickly, you have to use magic.
Magic, yeah.
But I have to kind of improvise and be careful with where and how I use my magic, because I don't want to be completely empty. Otherwise, I can't use the Lens of Truth. And there's no magic drops inside Pirate's Fortress whatsoever. So I have to be very careful with using my magic. Because one
They're like
interest...
Luddites or something in there. They don't like magic at all.
We don't like your magic here.
So,
Nice little grave. Nice that you took the time for that. You know,
His guitar is the headstone.
We're trying to be speedy here, but we also need to show some respect sometimes.
Unfortunately, it was
swim?
occluded by a cutscene. It
So-
actually took him hours.
I'm not actually going to swim right here because the ground is pretty low. Or pretty, it's
Flat.
not too deep.
Yeah.
So I'm just back walking a Zora Link because I don't want to use up my magic yet for fast Zora swimming. I thought I was a bit closer because I'm supposed to backwalk all the way to that, but,
Sure.
What's a few little extra steps?
yeah. I'm going to make another safety save here because there's a very unique trick that I'm going to do to skip the sewers. I'm doing a bomb jump, but I'm also going to do a mask jump, which is something that it's exclusive to the 3DS version. So now I'm going to do the fast swimming here because I have some magic to spare. Now, if I mash R fast enough, it could be possible for him to not use magic if I do it fast enough. But if I get close enough like this, I don't want the pirate to catch me, and it's plenty of magic to still use the Lens of Truth.
Because you just need like a sliver to activate it so you can immediately hit it, right?
So this is the sewer skip. Let's see if I get it. This is a pretty tricky trick. Oh, first try! First try. Very nice.
So you propelled yourself forward with the bomb, and then what was the mask swap there?
So while I was in midair as Zora Link, as long as his fins are not already out,
Yeah.
because it takes an extra frame to pull him out in midair to do a jump attack. Now, in order to do a mass jump, hold on, let me take care of this guard and save shot.
Pardon me.
Here, drink the red potion. So to do the mass jump, while you're in midair, your fins have to be put away, and we do this as Zora Link because he can reach further and get a little bit of a bigger boost as a jump.
Yeah.
So.
We got
Sorry,
$5 here from Miles, who says, "Hey, buddy, digging the stream. One of my favorite games and my favorite Zelda game. Keep up the good work. I love you, buddy."
Thanks, buddy. Wish you were here with us at MomoCon.
And once it comes to
Oh, there we go. We got
nice short
ourselves a
one.
little bit more.
666 from Bob Kilu saying, "No amount of money can save you, but here's some anyway."
Wow. That's foreboding, but also appreciated.
So to finish up with the mass jump, if you equip a mask while in midair and then exactly one frame afterwards do a jump attack while the fins or the sword are put away, he'll do a mini boost. He won't do the full jump attack, but he'll do a mini extra jump, and it's enough for him to grab the ledge. And since I did mass storage, because you can store the masks in the 3DS version by equipping them in mid-air. And if you store a transformation mask, when you grab a ledge, it skips grabbing a ledge and that animation entirely by instantly putting him up there and putting the mask on. And thankfully, the Goron Mask, which is what I used for the mask jump, is on a touchscreen button. It's on a touch button 2. Now, if you use an item with the touch button, it uses the item exactly one frame later. So I got the two mixed up earlier. You want to do the jump attack first, and then the mass storage exactly one frame after. Okay. But if I press the button and touch the touchscreen item at the same time, then it just works out perfectly.
It's just muscle memory for you, right? So you don't remember the actual order, you just do it.
Yeah.
It just happens, yeah.
It just happens.
So meanwhile, you tossed some bees and some pirates, and now you've collected the hookshot and immediately got out of town.
Yep.
Because you get that hookshot for when you're coming back to Southern Swamp. What are you going for here?
Well, I want this fairy. I do want to be at full health from what I'm about to do.
Okay.
I'm also going to make another safety save right here in case I die for some reason, even if I do have a fairy. Now, I'm about to unlock best glitch in this entire speedrun. Okay, but first off, I'm gonna do the boat tour skip.
You got
By being
most of
close
it.
to the door while getting the Picto Box and then opening the door and instantly leaving. Now that I have the Picto Box, the Goron Mask, and an item
Oh, yep.
that can let you go in the first person, whether it's the Hookshot or the bow. They both work, but the Hookshot is better.
Okay.
Boom. Goron Missile.
Just off I go.
That can
Oh, and that's why you need to have full health, because you started taking
Yep.
some damage there.
The
from
Goron
the-
Missile can put you up to speeds going up to 5,000. Makes you
Speed
very
units.
fast.
Like 5,000 times the normal speed of like walking.
Yep.
Okay, so that's why the Goron is the fastest in all Zeldas.
I was thinking like, oh man, he can roll around. That's kind of fast. No.
Yeah, I was
How-
like,
how
can we
foolish
clock
am
that
I?
against what they do in Breath of the Wild, where
Right.
they're launching you on the paraglider? But no, no, he can't teleport.
It's more of a teleportation, less of a projectile.
It's a don't blink situation.
So what I just did right there, I grabbed one bottle of bugs, but I still have bugs in my bottle. But as you can see, I no longer have the Lens of Truth. I won't be needing the Lens of Truth for the rest of the run, but I now have a second bottle. I did this technique called, wait, I want to have Hookshot there.
So hold on, you alchemized the Lens of Truth into a bottle of insects?
Well, thank you for pointing that out, because we didn't
Which-
call you out on it. We missed it.
So, so I did this thing called ESS Bottle Dupe.
Okay.
While you're in ESS position, as long as you have a physical bottle in Link's hand, which you can do by instantly grabbing bugs and all that, you can go ahead and read that real quick.
Okie dokie. I'd
to
love for it
refresh.
to show up, yeah.
Folks, once again, trying to get up to $3,000 by the end of this run so we can see some fantastic soft locking of this game. Be sure to keep donating at donate.zeldathon.net as I continue to fill the time until that donation actually shows up. Oh, you know what that was? That wasn't a donation. That was a highlighted tweet. That's what that was.
We are so stupid.
Be sure to spread the word by also using the hashtag Piece of Heart on social media so that you can get more folks in here so we can get more donated and we can keep pushing towards a great goal for a good cause. Anyway, so you're killing a bunch of bugs for their golden skulls. What's going on here?
Well, the reward is to kill all 30 in this spider house, and you get the Mask of Truth.
Oh,
You know, another one of the 24 masks that we do need. But to come back on ESS bottle duping,
Yeah.
so I never actually lost those bugs, even though I dropped them, because basically how dropping bugs works, and same goes for dropping a fish or anything that just uses the bottled item up. So when you use an item like bugs, when you drop them, what the game does is that it replaces the bottled bugs with an empty bottle. But when you do ESS bottle dupe by doing a slide input from the bottle to whatever item you're trying to duplicate over, which in my case was the Lens of Truth, what happened there is that instead of putting that empty bottle over the bug bottle, it put it over the Lens of Truth instead. So I got a second bottle now, and I still got to keep the first sets of bugs that I caught in that bottle already.
Because they never left.
Yep, they never left.
You just it existed a bottle out of nowhere, dumped out the bugs, and then you have an empty bottle.
I can't quit you, bugs.
Come back.
Never leave me. Very cool. Now, are spiders bugs? Do you know that?
Did you ask are spiders bugs, and then you asked if we knew that?
I asked if they are. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not a
Chad, inform us.
not an entomologist.
Any entomologist or etymologist?
Both, really, if it's wordplay about spiders and
I
bugs.
suppose so.
So I actually made kind of a bit of a mistake. I was supposed to grab some more bugs from the room with the tree in it. I kind of forgot about that completely. So I'm just going to make a quick detour back to this, the entrance room.
Okay.
And just get another bugs here, and then I'm going to go back and get the other bugs.
So now you have two bottles of bugs?
2 bottles of
Well,
On the
that's
wall,
my-
2 bottles of bugs.
this is my only set of bugs, and I'm about to use it right now. I actually used the other set on one of the soils. So
We were just busy reading.
We were
attempting to read a donation
we were
that didn't
refreshing.
exist. Yeah.
Oh man.
So I'm gonna collect this final skull. When text is
That's it. That's number
appeared-
30 already.
You go
Yep.
number 30. Yeah.
When text has appeared on the screen at all, you cannot use touchscreen buttons.
Huh.
You can use item buttons still by like X or Y.
Okay.
So I immediately used the bottle to pick up some spring water, not hot spring water, but just regular water. And it's actually going to be very important for a big skip later on. And it kind of worked out because it got rid of that text early, so I was able to use the Goron Mask on my the touch button.
Andy. Okay.
And now that we have the Mask of Truth, we're able to move on. I'm going to replace those with the Deku Mask and the Stone Mask. I'm going to be using the Stone Mask very soon. We're going straight into Deku Palace because now we want to get the Sonata of Awakening so that we're able to enter Woodfall Temple. Because Woodfall Temple, despite all the craziness and all the skips we can do, it's still going to be the first dungeon we beat because we want the bow. Well, we definitely want the bow, and once we get the bow, we're able to beat the dungeon instantly, and you'll see how we're going to do that pretty soon.
Right, and you didn't have the bow for the bees in the pirate
Yeah,
fortress,
it's
so
true.
you used the Zora arms.
Yep,
Yeah.
we use the Zora fence.
Now, I imagine you're using the stone mask just so you don't have to worry about any of the guards here
Yep.
messing with your plans.
Yep.
Makes sense.
It's nice that some of the masks do still get used in the all-mask speedrun.
I find that fascinating because in a conventional run, there's no way you should be able to have that mask until much further on, right?
Yep.
It's cool that it works, yeah.
Yeah.
Well designed.
I just like the idea of you waltzed in there and then immediately took out your horns, and the monkey's like, ah, no. All right,
My
here we go.
weakness is horns.
Right, and now we're learning Sonata of Awakening.
And so you need this to summon the temple here, right?
Yep, it is there's no way to enter Woodfall Temple any other way.
Huh.
So we do still need to get the Sonata of Awakening in order to open it up. But how we're going to get to that point is going to be the fun part and the exciting part.
So Nintendo is desperately trying to hold on to at least some secrets,
Yeah.
some things that you have to do.
Yep.
You still have to play some of the game.
Yep. But we still have lots of options.
Yeah.
And that's why All Masks is such an amazing category for this game, because this shows off all of the best things that this game's at any percent already does, in addition to so much more that this game can show off.
What are the differences between it and 100%?
100% is super long.
Okay.
And,
I guess you have to get the golden sword or the gilded sword.
the Gilded Sword, everything pretty much, and
Yeah.
all the bombers notifications, and there's
Use
just
the
some
hearts.
skips you won't do because of bombers.
Oh, heart pieces.
notifications
Duh.
and heart
Yeah.
pieces.
Okay.
But 100% is just way different than these other categories. But if we're talking about just the sheer brokenness of this game and to show it off, in my opinion, All Masks is the best category for
Oh,
that.
yeah.
So we're going to go straight back to Clocktown because this is actually the fastest way we're going to get to Woodfall Temple. By not dealing with the Woodfall Temple the normal way, but going straight back into Clocktown. And you're going to see how that's going to happen. Immediately
Tingle.
after, actually. So we're going to go into Great Fairy, the Great Fairy Fountain, because all 5 of the fairy fountains throughout Termina are all loaded at once.
Like they're all stored in one big scene.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I think I went too far. Oh, okay, I went way too far.
Should have taken a left in Albuquerque. Oh, no.
Okay, I'm going to go back in the clock time because I took that way too far. I actually skipped ahead by 2 fairy fountains, which I shouldn't have done. I
Basically,
did a
like
little, they're way too
parallel
much speed.
universes is what
Yeah.
they're kind of like.
All I'm trying to do is skip 1 fairy fountain and just go from Clocktown to Swamp Fairy
Oh,
Fountain.
so you're going 1 over and you accidentally went like 2 over?
Yep.
So
Didn't mean to do that. A little habit for actually another
you'll
fairy
need to do that
fountain.
later?
Fairy
We're
Fountain
gonna do it later.
alternate exit that we're going to do later.
Oh.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so just a little speed and that should be enough. Yep.
There we go.
Yeah, because
nice.
it's turning green because we're now in a swamp one, and this is where we wanted to go.
And that was when it was much calmer, much nicer. Immediate harsh teleport out,
Yeah.
so we can see the green one this time.
And then just
And
throwing this over
that
there.
cutscene sort of
You know,
stopped
no
you,
big
right?
deal.
Yep.
Yeah, oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't want to go too far now. Actually, I do want to save here, be on a safe side, and then I'm going to go ahead and play the Sonata of Awakening to open up the temple.
Perfect.
So sometimes it's still Goron Missile, but when I go in just a perfectly straight line,
Yeah.
I like to play around and call it Goron Teleport because he just goes that fast.
As I say, it looks
Yeah.
just about like it. Yeah.
But now it's more of a Goron Missile if you're on a ramp, if you do the missile on a ramp, because when you're doing it on a ramp, that's going to actually make you go upwards.
So it is a projectile, actually, still. Like, it does still obey the law of physics, just not in a way that our mortal minds can comprehend.
It'll actually kill any enemy that it any normal enemy that it comes across.
I like to think that you're like trying to crash like an asteroid into a planet, kind of like level of power. There's just so much force behind it that
You take a quick picture before you destroy everything.
yeah, just a punch a hole through the universe.
Yeah.
Hey, he is moving faster than the moon after all.
That's true. The moon is pretty slow by comparison.
Yeah, it takes 3 whole days.
Yeah.
Oops. Okay.
Are you trying to thread that needle right now?
Let's see it.
I'm so excited.
And kaplow. Yep, there we go.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yikes.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of Goron Missile, but there's still other unique tricks that we'll still be doing. But you're just gonna see a lot of Goron Missile. just a heads up.
I mean, it's incredible to see, nonetheless. Once again, folks, by the way, in the crowd, if you're enjoying this, and people at home watching this on Twitch, if you're enjoying any of this run and all the wonderful explanations that Zira is having, and you have an opportunity, please be sure to donate at donate.zeldathon.net. Going all, again, 100% of the proceeds going directly to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We don't touch a cent of it. We just track it so we can put it up on the board there for you. It's a really wonderful cause, and if you don't have any money to give, make sure to spread the word too on social media, Twitter, Facebook, your neighbor's cat, just etch that in. Using hashtag Piece of Heart. Just help us spread the word and keep on donating to that wonderful cause, and we'll read any donations they make live on the air here.
That lizard was not expecting the Goron ground slam. He
Not
was
prepared.
Not prepared.
So this is amongst one of the more difficult tricks in a run. This is Woodfall Big Key skip.
Okay.
So this is
Launched.
dang.
So that's bad.
I kind of messed it up. It's supposed to get me straight into the loading zone
His little leggies.
of the boss, but I kind of messed it up a little bit.
Don't
so
you hate
I'm
when
gonna
you get thrown into boundless voids?
I'm gonna land in an unloaded room. Hopefully, he lands soon. I went super high up, apparently.
Yeah, no kidding.
There we
so
go.
you were using the Deku flower to
Okay, good.
to get an angle a little bit, right?
Yes.
So you propel
Because it's a
yourself
little bit
up.
of a ramp.
That's
Yep.
right, yeah.
Perfect. 666 from Cryon says, donating to a great cause. Let's get these soft locks.
Yeah.
So the nice thing is I wasn't stuck in a bad room, and I was actually able to just re-enter this room. This trick is kind of tough.
That's all right.
Hey, better than I would do.
Okay, so we got the picture.
Because
Snap.
the amount of speed that I use and the angle are also extremely important, and this should work.
Okay.
This should work. Let's see. So I'm using the bottom screen to navigate where he is.
Oh.
Please make it. Please
Come
make
on,
it.
come on.
Okay, good. I'm in.
Hey, there we go. That was beautiful. And Professor Oak's going to be really excited about all these snaps.
Yeah.
I wish it saved like everyone so you would just see like your progression through the world.
Well done.
Yeah. You are close.
So-
Here we are. We're just here.
So the Adowa fight can be kind of fun if it goes well. So I'm just going to go behind him so he's going to get all lost and confused, and then I can just do this.
Down a little Deku. Slice him in the face. Whole bunch.
Huh.
And so you just knew where he was going to land from that jump. Wow.
Yep. He always jumps forward from where he's facing after getting hit, but I messed it up. So now I have to just
He's listening. He
Don't-
can hear.
yeah, it's like,
get behind
wait a minute,
again.
is that what I do every time?
Am I that predictable?
Yep, sorry, Adova. Oh,
Dang.
okay.
There it is.
That works. And now he's dead.
2-cycle was fine. There we go. Ooh.
Now that's not a promoted tweet.
No.
Pandaceptions donates $10. Thank you for breaking my favorite game. Thank you.
Thank you for the $10. Very much
Yeah.
appreciated.
And that's it for the first dungeon of the game.
Hey. Beautiful.
Well, the kind of the second after we went to every area first. So
But this is the only one we beat
it's the first one you walked into though. You didn't walk into the other ones yet.
and beat.
Oh yeah, and beat. Well, who cares about beating things? I think
Details.
you might be the first game that we've completed at the marathon was the
Well, it
last
was
one you
li-
beat.
yeah, Link
and then-
Between Worlds.
Yeah, the first and second games beaten at this event will be yours.
So he's going to teach us the auto order, which is normal for regardless of which dungeon you beat first. So if I beat Snowhead Temple first for some reason, he's still going to teach us
Oh, you can beat them out of order.
the auto order.
He
Okay.
just knows that he's the first one to show up to the party.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
because the song is very important. It's the only way to get to the moon, and there's no
Yeah.
way to skip that.
Would be kind of important, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find that interesting. It's not tied to the dungeon. It's just tied to how many times have you been here, I guess. Huh?
Well, even though the song is important, we'll still need to rescue the rest of the giants
Right.
in order to hold up the moon.
Interesting.
So there's no way to skip any of the dungeons.
Right,
We-
so you couldn't like jump to the last giant and be like, "Hey, bring your friends. We're going." Get in, nerd. We're holding up the moon.
Get in the car.
So, despite some of the mishaps, I think my in-game timer should still be good. I should still be able to make it to the places I need to be on time. I don't think anything has gone horribly wrong, but there's still one big obstacle left that could still potentially cause that issue, but hopefully that doesn't happen.
Awesome.
And I'll make a safety save anyway. So.
Sure. And so we got a beautiful melody here, just drunkenly sung at us.
Any more donations by any chance at the moment?
Unfortunately not, but you can change that.
Folks at home, folks in the crowd here, yeah, absolutely. We're still trying to get to that $3,000. We're about just over an hour into this run at this point. So make sure that you guys keep donating if we want to see those soft locks at $3,000. We got some time, or got a bit of ways to go for that. We also still have some time in this run. So make sure you go to donate.zeldathon.net to make those donations happen.
Yeah.
So, we got a nice little skip coming up
All right.
very shortly. This is called the Deku Princess cutscene skip.
Okay.
Because normally you'd be sitting there, she has to talk to her dad, slap him in the face.
Well, not that cutscene.
Okay.
But like, normally if you just break the vines with your sword here,
Yeah.
there'll be this whole cutscene of her introducing herself and saying how we need to hurry back to the king and show her
she's a
that
little
she's still
snippy.
alive.
Before they supify the monkey.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's a little short with you though.
Now to do it,
You don't cut the vines with the sword?
nope, we don't cut the vines with the sword.
Oh, I thought you were
Goron
just
snap.
I thought you were just gonna leave.
We're doing yet another Goron missile.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to equip that bottle right now to pick up the Deku Princess.
You're just gonna grab her on the way.
Just a little like you're driving along and you like see like a buck on the ground. You just like reach out the door and just like swoop it up.
It's like those rings on the merry-go-round that you
Yep.
just grab on the way past. Except
Kinda.
it's a princess in a jar.
Oh my, okay. I'm going to...
The bark would not yield.
It's the Deku tree. I
Try
love
it again.
these plants. They're great.
Like they don't really show up anywhere
There
else.
we go. Okay.
Hey, there you are.
Yeah. They sort of look like Deku Bubbas.
And they're just immediately shoved into the bottle.
Yep, no cutscene.
And that's it. Wow.
I'm the
And there's no collision on the other side of the vine, so I can just roll out like that.
Oh, wow, that's handy.
If you were to cut the vines after you collected her, would it trigger the cutscene?
Would you go back?
That's a great question. I've
Okay.
never tested that.
I would love to know.
Could you have like 2 bottles of Deku Princesses that you could have like just kicking around, or would it just be like an invisible?
Can you dupe the princess?
Just bring her
So
with
that's
you.
the second time you've used one of the feather statues that you've mentioned before as
There's-
being new.
I don't think it's possible to duplicate the Deku Princess because the only area where we can actually drop her is in the throne room, and we won't have a physical bottle in our hand.
Oh, sure, that makes sense. Ooh,
$10 from Pandaceptions again, saying, have another donation. Love donating to a great cause.
fantastic! Thank you guys so much for all of those wonderful donations.
Yeah, we love it when you do that.
Oh, fun little fact here. Since I did the cutscene skip for Deku Princess, normally she has some text boxes pop up saying, hurry, drop me here. That doesn't happen at all with the because of the cutscene skip.
Wow.
She appreciates your efficiency so much. She's like, I'm not going to complain. He's going to drop me off right here. 5 stars.
She's just speechless after
yeah.
that. Like, it's incredible.
Just reserves all her anger instead for her father,
Yeah.
as she brutally murders him to abdicate the throne.
So for those
What?
What? That's what I assume. Yeah.
that's
see?
that's in
He's
the
gone.
credits, right?
He's gone now. There's no more king. It's over.
So the purpose of this whole little side quest right here, all of this is for the Mask of Sense that we have to get through the Butler race. For those who aren't familiar with collecting all 24 masks, this is just something we have to do.
So does skipping the princess happen in any percent because you don't need that mask?
Oh yeah, she just sits
Okay,
there.
you just ignore her.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
great.
go back in time, so
Just chill.
It wouldn't even matter.
Gotcha.
There wouldn't be a purpose.
Yeah, I guess just so I'm sure the people in the crowd are aware, but just in case they aren't, the idea is that you said 24 masks in total in Majora's Mask.
Yep.
And we're trying to collect them all. Some of them have really interesting properties and powers. Some are more merely ornamental, but they're all over the place, and they have a lot of different fun kind of side quests that you have to accomplish in order to get a lot of them. Such as this one, where we're trying to work our way through essentially a labyrinth following our dear Deku Butler.
Yeah, it's also how we're able to show off more things in an all masks category.
Yeah.
Because you get to see how I do some of the parts of this race. Because it's not.
You can beat him there, can't you?
Yeah, we could.
Yeah, because he's not prepared for the Goron either.
Yeah. He's not
Got that
prepared.
extra speed, yeah.
He's super unprepared for this too.
He's like, well, I'll wait
like-
till you. Oh,
He's like, I'm in first again. Oh no.
and especially since it would be essentially you blinking out of existence.
Pretty much.
Like-
That's how fast you go. Yeah.
So the main reason why I made a safety save a little earlier, this is actually the last obstacle that could cause us to not make it to Romani in time. That's the thing we're trying to get to in time, and we have.
Oh, okay.
We have to talk to her before nighttime, and it could happen right here if I mess up the Goron missile. Okay.
Hey, there we
Which,
go.
of
Well
course,
done, well
won't.
done.
Yeah.
Because if I mess it
Moving
up,
forward.
I would fall and void out, and I'd have to restart the whole race. I would still have enough time to do it a second time, but if I mess it up the second time, then I would not have enough in-game time to make it.
So how many cycles total do you use in this run?
Three.
Three in total.
3
Wow.
cycles.
Wow. Incredible.
Recycle all mask. And so, yeah, we have to get over to the Romani Ranch so we can
The ghost.
talk about aliens.
Yeah,
Ghosts.
aliens, that's it. Not
Ghost
ghosts.
aliens.
Oh, the balloons, I think, is the first night where you're practicing.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
We gotta learn the Epona song because we do need her to get one of the masks. The Garo's mask specifically.
Oh, because you got to beat the brothers.
Yep.
Yeah, I got you.
The Luigi.
Got to beat those bros.
Yeah.
Right now I'm just collecting the Cafe mask from Cafe's mother, aka the mayor's wife, Madame Aroma.
There we go.
Cafe.
Yoink.
There
And-
we go.
And this works out pretty well because I'm gonna go straight to Andrew and put the Cafe mask on and set up the midnight meeting. because we are also going to need the couples mask at some point, so we do have to keep up with the Andrew and Cafe missions.
So you're going to do that in this cycle as well, which is probably like what, maybe the most involved over the course of a full cycle there?
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Incredible.
A lot of things, a lot of plates to keep spinning here as you're trying to work your way through this.
So just going to go in here, put on the Cafe mask, and I want the bow here too.
I like to think that Goron, like as he's spinning, is also like writing things into the bomber the bomber notebook
He's
as
updating,
fast as possible.
Yeah, he's updating his Gantt chart.
So this doesn't actually happen very often, but the Goron and Andrew are talking, so I can't actually set up the meeting
Oh, so you're
until
just
after they
stuck
finish.
until he's done. Huh.
Yeah, they finish at 4:30.
You have to be polite.
Yeah. Now, can you get there theoretically faster than when he would be talking, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Everything had to do with my timing of releasing the storage.
Sure.
Earlier on, when I was going up the Snowhead Mountain with the storage, but I chose to kind of show off what re-keeping the storage looked like when I would normally just immediately use that inverted Song of Time storage the moment I activated the owl statue.
And that makes sense, because we're trying to showcase fun stuff instead of hitting a PB here.
Yeah, because if I did that by that time, he'd already be walking away.
Right.
I'm going to make a safety save there, too. Lots of safety saves, but for good reasons, I assure you, because if I mess up aliens for some reason whatsoever, the whole cycle is ruined.
We don't need that giant bomb.
Yeah, no. Not when we have like our FTL traveling ability to like fling ourselves between the atoms of the rock and just be fine.
Just Goron missile right past there.
Yeah.
You'll never need the powder keg.
No.
Yeah. I think a missile is stronger than like a bomb anyway. A missile is just a bomb with a rocket on it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Natsu, no, I'm not going to speedrun this.
And just for fun, and this is one of the nice little things I like about all masks, I don't need to wear the Cafe mask here, but I'm going to wear it anyway because this is all masks, and I just want to have fun wearing the mask sometimes.
Styling, yeah, you love it.
Can I just say, by the way, like this is like the third or fourth speedrunner that I've sat in on and just enjoyed. Whenever a speedrunner says, I'm going to do something just for fun, I'm like, I'm ready. I'm giddy for this. This is going to be great.
It's wearing a mask.
Yeah. I mean, even the small things. It's like they're taking a personal indulgence to do something fun.
Yeah, they're having a good time. They're making safety saves.
While they're also trying to balance out like the plot lines of 14 different masks.
Yeah,
and,
no kidding. Like, oh, we're going to do this super involved one, and we're going to kill all these aliens, and we're going to, teleport all around the world.
But I'm also just going to do this something real quick to amuse myself.
Yeah.
So this is just kind of a memory kind of point to hit all these balloons.
Oh, and you have infinite arrows.
Yep.
Oh, that's handy.
And I love the aiming system in the 3DS version.
It's fun. It feels precise weirdly. Like it doesn't. It feels like it shouldn't be, but it feels good.
Oh, the motion controls really help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I apologize to anyone who has who deals with motion sickness, but this is my fastest form of aiming. So
Makes sense.
You're gonna see the camera.
Yeah. Well, there's a bit earlier where you were aiming to the left, and so you kind of pointed at us, and we were like, yeah. All right.
Because the normal aiming is actually slower than even the normal aiming in the original version. So using a gyroscope aiming is the fastest method of aiming and all that stuff.
Now, just to catch people up on what happened here, we came up to her. She's like, aliens are going to steal my cows. Let's practice on getting rid of them by putting up balloons. And we had to blow up all the balloons, so she believed us so that we could, then get along here. I mean, we can just...
The name's fine. I just won't read it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I won't read the whole thing.
Folks, we do have a filter on the donation.
You got caught.
You did.
You got. You didn't have a name either, but $1 from an anonymous benefactor. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that $1 donation. We do appreciate it.
So, since we're here, we might as well take care of the aliens.
Okay. So, you move forward a little bit forward in time using the double time.
And it's a huge change in the 3DS version, because instead of just being able to song and double time from day to night, you can do it in increments of up to 1 hour or more. and I was able to just Song of Double Time straight to 3 at night, which starts off the aliens pretty early. And a nice, neat little strat we can do is that after we shoot the first wave of aliens, I can Song of Double Time in advance 1 hour.
To the second wave.
Yep, just shoot the second wave.
That
So
rules.
you just don't have to worry about them because they otherwise. So do they come in just like singular waves, or do they keep respawning?
Well, when it takes you 6 seconds to kill a
Yeah,
wave.
it's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, pretty much that.
Yeah, I was gonna say in real time it's like aliens are everywhere. But I guess that's
Aliens.
And I don't need to shoot them. They're never going to make it now.
so the third wave doesn't even matter. It's just like whatever.
But I can't just Song of Double Time to the end because then they'll actually destroy the barn house.
Right.
They'll Goron teleport right into it.
Yep.
Be at peace. Be one with the bee.
That's wild.
Where's the dog? Okay, never mind.
Like I felt internally like some anxiety building up there. Like they're getting close. Stop.
You just go do the dog race.
Yeah.
You know, you got time.
Ta-da! Now you got milk.
Bottle number 3.
Yep.
Can you get 8 bottles if you do the overriding of the
If you
the
keep
lens?
copying.
Oh, you can get as many as you want if you keep doing the bottle dudes. You can fill your entire item and the mask screen,
Oh,
which is bottles.
you can fill the mask screen with bottles.
Entire mask screen.
Because I suppose as long as you have like as long as you're picking up things like or consumable items like bombs and Deku nuts and things, you could just replace those, right?
Yep.
And then get new Deku nuts again.
But,
Yep.
Gotcha.
That's cool.
Jeez. 48 bottles.
Yeah, I'm just marveling at that. You can put a bottle on the mask screen, which is only supposed to have masks on it.
Fun fact, we're going to do that at one point in the run.
It's got all masks and a bottle.
But I'll explain as to why that is later on when we get to it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Incredible.
So we've come back to the stock pot.
Toilet hand.
We got to talk to we make sure that we continue the party here.
All right, you're going to be disappointed. There's no toilet hand in this room.
I was prepared for that outcome. I know. I get it.
We actually have to just deliver this letter the boring way instead of just making it the most expensive piece of toilet paper.
Oh
of
yeah,
mankind.
no
Right.
no toilet hand, no tingle. That's not my run.
It makes Doug sad.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
When's his spin-off game?
The toilet hand?
Yeah, man.
I mean, he's been in a few.
Yeah,
right?
he was in Ages. He was in Skyward Sword. He was in
Yeah.
this.
gonna put that right in that mailbox right there.
Got to get it delivered.
And since it's still nighttime, we'll get the Bremen mask too. I'm just gonna go into the next area and
Why
talk
not?
to Guru Guru.
Yeah.
You have the opportunity. Might as well go
It just
for
works.
it. Yeah.
Do you do the chicken?
It just works.
Yep. Because that's how we get the bunny hood.
Okay, we don't get the dog race, but we get the chicken.
Yep.
The chicken march.
Which means that we get to hear the Chicken March music
I
for at
accept
least
this.
a shred of a second.
All right, that's
I'm
fine.
very
with
excited
me.
about that.
Yeah.
If we have any Zeldathoners in the crowd, if I have one request, and when the Cuckoo March starts up, that you march along to the beat. Can we make it happen? Can we? The Soonify's looking like he's almost into it. Just marching along. There you go. Thank you.
So now I'm going to do Song of Double Time twice. The first time was to get to the second day right here, but I'm going to play it again and make it 5 o'clock. Still during the daytime, though. This is for timing reasons, because I'm going to do some things, and I want it to lead into it turning nighttime, because that's when the whole mission with Crimea and protecting her milk is going to happen. So I'm going to make it 5 right now. And we're going to talk to Cafe through this wall.
Oh.
Because that all you have to
And now
do
it's here.
is hold L, roll against the wall, then just mash L and A, and you talk to him through the wall. It's like
just enough targeting.
it's like a better invention than the tin cans you use to talk to people.
Yeah, it's
Just
just
shoving your face into a wall and then eventually being able to hear things.
when you have an apartment with thin walls and you can just knock and talk to your neighbors.
And that will get us the Andrew's Pendant, which is part of the Andrew and Cafe quest. So, be a very important item. We will have to show it to her at some point. Not right now, but we'll show it to her at some point.
when it is chronologically useful to us.
Yeah, we'll look at the Gantt chart and see where it goes.
But for now, we're going to head back to Milk Road, and now we're going to get the Goron Mask.
Oh, great.
Time to do some racing.
Yeah.
Now, are there any skips within this race, or is it just good, clean racing?
Yeah, just good, clean racing.
All
Well,
right.
he shoots them with arrows. That's not clean racing. They don't do that at the Kentucky Derby. I don't think.
Not till 2024. Don't tell anybody that.
It's in the works.
So I don't have to actually climb onto Epona, but she does need to be here for them to prompt the race.
So the opponent just has to be in this space to get negged so that you can start racing.
Yep.
I see.
It's the only reason why we have to learn Epona song. Because we don't need her for anything else.
Fair enough. Because, yeah, I mean, the other thing would be getting over towards the Great Bay.
Which Goron Missile does very nicely.
Yeah.
Like everything else.
Just launching right along.
Oh, fun fact.
I love these.
Goron Missile was discovered first in the original version of Majora's Mask, but you have to set up the fourth day glitch to even use it at all. So it's just too much out of the way for it to not be worth it. However, even though the 3DS version can get Goron Missile easily, they have the opposite effect with ISG, or Infinite Sword Glitch. You have to set up the fourth day glitch to use the Infinite Sword Glitch in this version. So they kind of switched between each other. And it's great because in both versions, they use ISG for almost everything, and in this game, they use Goron Missile for almost everything. So it kind of just works out.
It's kind of a little balancing act there. You get one exploiting one and one exploiting the other. Fun.
Nice trade-off, if you ask me.
Yeah. So now we got the Goron Mask, which we'll need to advance towards the third dungeon later on.
We don't actually need it.
Wait. It's normally you would.
Normally you would,
but we
don't.
have a Goron missile, so everything is defunct. Everything, nothing is real. Everything is fine.
I saw Tingle, by the way. I have to get that in there. I saw Tingle.
So
thank you, Doug. Thank you for the Tingle report.
Yeah. It's my favorite Tom Cruise movie.
So I did make another safety save, and it's a very important because it is very possible for these chickens to troll me really hard.
Oh no!
They are luck based with their movements, and if they cost me so much time to the point where it ends up being past 7 o'clock at night, Crimea leaves at 7, and then you fail the mission.
It's
He's
for
so
all the sound and fury and like absurdity that we've been doing. This is by comparison so peaceful. Like we've been launching around, we've been missiling into different places, we've been breaking out of boundaries, and now we're just hanging out with chicks.
Just look how lucky this is. Those
Yeah, they're doing
chickens
pretty
run a
good.
group. That one's kind of moving away, but
You still got a
Those are
pretty
really
big,
good spot.
big grouping there otherwise, which is super nice.
that one over there is the last one.
Yeah.
This is really good.
Oh,
Wow,
nice.
this is really lucky. Because I haven't even turned 6 yet.
Which game is faster as far as the categories? This one or original?
So for any percent and 100%, the original by a long shot.
Okay.
All masks, as far as I know, can be improved greatly in both versions. So I don't actually know which is faster for all masks.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And there's the
Alright.
bunny hood.
All masks and hoods.
Weirdly enough, the slowest option to travel for you in this game.
Because all the bunny hood does is give you the same exact speed as you would have if you're just back walking.
Right.
Which it's really not that much, especially chicken.
A souvenir.
You're coming with me.
You're my favorite.
You're just way better off.
You can put the bunny hood on the Goron, then we're talking.
Yeah.
I feel like we'll just escape like space time.
Yeah.
He'll exist outside the boundaries of mere physics.
Yeah.
So there's something very strange about this cutscene. So Crimea talks about how her sister is a little weird or crazy for trying to protect the Chapter Romani, their special milk, from the aliens.
She's talking about aliens.
But then she also sees and mentions, oh, there's this giant moon with a face on it, and you think aliens would be way out of the question.
We really worried about her because she keeps talking about these aliens, but it's ridiculous. Have you seen the moon, though?
The nice weather we're having, though. The tide's probably out of control with the moon this close.
I would like to see like the pirate hideout just like wiped out by a tsunami.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is peaceful now.
Yeah.
Well, not now, but it
Relatively.
was.
And this game just keeps on giving with the craziness, because now her carriage just goes right through the massive boulder, and she runs over the
that's the
carpenter
boulder.
guy,
Yeah.
and she doesn't even think twice.
He's sticking with it.
She doesn't even care. She's just,
Tingle.
okay, his job is done.
Hey.
It's just,
There he is.
Thanks
he
for the
doesn't need to
ride.
work.
Like
Yeah.
it's just
And
no.
now he's taking vengeance by
He
pickaxing.
swung at the horse.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's a really messed up thing to do.
He's not. He unloads. I'm sure in between the cuts. Yeah. No.
Ah.
Would have been fantastic if he just stuck with you the rest of this entire like mini game.
Yeah. And the craziness still doesn't even end here, because just when you thought that the chickens were the most powerful and invincible Zelda enemy, they're actually these guys.
They take. I didn't think about that before, but they take like an army's worth of arrows and they
Yeah.
don't care.
When it gives you infinite arrows and you put infinite arrows into them and they don't die.
Maybe that's why they're so sad all the time, is that they were mortal and they've just been living through all of this for years and they've just become old and bitter.
Yeah, they're just sentient pin cushions.
Oh, dearie dear. Oh, poor fellows.
They're so angry. They just gotta have that special milk, though.
They do.
Which
It's
is weird,
good
because
milk.
their milk, they like their weird milk.
Well, they like to sell their weird milk.
No, like you rescue the guy for one of the bottles.
Yeah, you're right.
And he's like, it's got bits of grass in it or something. He's gross,
Yeah.
and the milk sounds awful, but they love it.
Oh, I almost shot the billboard.
So I saw you keep firing arrows even during that little ended cutscene there.
Yep.
Hey.
There it is. That's the stuff. $1.68 from Dom. Thanks very much for your donation.
Thank you very much. Once again, folks, raising money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. If you want to donate to this wonderful cause, make sure you go to donate.zeldathon.net. For those of you in the crowd here, as well as in chat, we actually have secret sounds that you can access too. You've heard just a few sounds that appear whenever Link opens the chest on screen there. In addition to just the standard Zelda sounds, we also have lists of wonderful, we promise they're probably fresh memes that you can hit up on. And if you play any of those, either via chat or here, a good chunk of MomoCon's going to have to listen to it. Just saying, you have that opportunity to troll a lot of people very quickly. All right, so we're back in the stock pot. You got yourself your pendant.
So I was in here earlier than usual,
Yeah.
and I was kind of expecting her to be in a hallway, so I kind of just made a roundabout. She was there the whole time. at the
Fair
door.
enough.
Oh, you're too quick.
Oops.
You're so good.
So was that because the chicks came or was like happened so
Yep.
quickly?
Yep,
Dang.
that's exactly why.
Saved a lot of time. Awesome.
Now, if they were a little too slow, sometimes it'd be past 8:30, and
Yeah.
I'd have to do that one Goron boost that I did to get in for the midnight meeting.
Gotcha.
In order to catch her before 9 o'clock, because if it hits 9 o'clock, then she goes inside for the night, and I'd have to give her the pendant during the final day instead.
Gotcha.
I hope you all love the milk bar music, because now we're in the milk bar.
And we're going to be here with the milk bar for at least a little bit. But you've got all the transformation masks, so we don't have to worry about too much about that.
Yeah, we're just here to get the circus leader mask. There's nothing more to it.
Right.
But afterwards, we go back to our crazy adventure.
Yeah, back to the breakneck speed.
See, this is why I said 99%.
99%. Fair enough.
Making music is an action pack. I have no idea. I'm not even. I'm vamping.
It's nice, though.
Yeah, no, it's a cool song because you get to see it kind of get composed piece by piece. and like you're like, oh, it feels like a full song already, but then you add another part, you're like, no, now it feels like a full song.
Right. And so, folks, with regards to what we're doing here, keep in mind this is actually one of the Zeldathon's offshoots. This is our first time actually being out here at a convention center, being able to do this live in front of an audience, which is pretty awesome. And thank you guys for watching for so much as you have. Really do appreciate it. We are also doing a charity marathon for 6 days straight on starting June 13th at 4 p.m. Eastern. You can find more information about it at zeldathon.net. We're going to raise money for Help Live. Play every game in the series, including, yes, the CDI games. We're going to put ourselves through that torture. Yeah, it's going to be we're going to have ourselves a lovely time.
Not at this one. No CDI at this one.
No. Oh, no CDI in Zeldathon Heals.
I don't think so.
Interesting.
But Tingle 2 will be there.
Tingle 2. So replacing the CDI with Tingle 2.
I was confused and thinking very hard. Not offended. Sorry, Derek. No, I was just trying to think if we had... I don't think we have CDI.
So if you're like, man, I love these Zelda things, but I wish I could just watch it for 6 days straight without sleeping or blinking. Yeah, that's the next thing to go for. It's a great time. So we got all 4 playing now at the same time. We got ourselves a wonderful composition and one weeping man.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it moves him.
Moves him dearly.
It moves him so much he gives us his face.
Yeah, it's gruesome.
He's like wiping away the tears like, oops, I pulled off my face. You want it?
I dropped this.
I dropped this. You want to have it?
Why? Yeah, why does he have that? What's the purpose of the mask? What do you do with it?
Oh, you know that mission we did when I was shooting the Gorman brothers? It's supposed to prevent them from attacking us when you wear it during that mission.
Oh. Because they'll never attack their brother, who loves their gross milk.
But the problem is, we can't get this mask without doing that mission.
That's what I was wondering about that, right?
This is the best sound.
The one redeeming part of Skyward Sword.
Okay. Infiniment, thank you so much for that $201.10 donation.
$201! Thank you so much!
Who says, I see a button, I push the button.
It's a good button.
That's the best button.
I appreciate that
Thank
button.
you. That ruled.
Now we're well on our way to our $3,000 goal, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much
Yes,
for that.
we're at 2,400 now.
We got about 1 hour left here in this run or so, folks. So let's keep getting those donations in. Try to push ourselves along here as we get ourselves. Oh, I see what's happening here.
Oh.
So you're launching yourself into another Great Fairy Fountain.
Well, this one is supposed to be directly to a specific loading zone this time.
Okay.
And I'm trying to do a Fairy Fountain alternate exit straight into the loading zone that takes me into Icona Canyon. But I keep missing the loading zone. So let's see if I get it this time. There we go.
Hey.
Okay.
You're just right in. Nothing but net.
I saw him, though, that you knocked him out of the rolling animation, and he was just really, like, booking it on his little 2 legs.
Definitely going to save it here.
Sure.
So even though we beat the Woodfall Temple first, like a normal dungeon order, Stone Tower Temple is second for us.
Oh.
And that's
All
normally
right.
the last one before the end of the game.
Right.
And that's how you get inside the Music Box House.
Great.
You don't need Song of Storms. Nobody needs that.
I saw that. You essentially just started, like, looping around the entire map, and then you landed in here.
He does that with Goron missiles sometimes. He'll just blast. He's got a blast sometimes. He just blast right off, and that's space or something.
Sometimes you just got a jet.
There he is. So how many songs do you actually end up learning if you skip the Song of Storms?
Well, we don't learn Song of Storms.
Okay.
We don't learn Elegy of Emptiness. We don't learn Goron Lullaby. We don't learn, what was it called? New Wave Bossa Nova.
Wow.
So essentially, you really just need that one to summon the temple, like the reverse temple there.
Yeah, so not over.
And then you don't get any of the other temple ones.
Like any
Yeah.
traversal ones.
Nope, there's no.
Huh.
I'm about to show you why we don't need Elegy of Emptiness very soon.
Yeah, I'm interested because that's quite a mechanic that you're not using.
So do we just skip Icona entirely then? Like the castle and everything?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, no need. Don't need no sewers. You don't
No-
need to
no
deal with the
mirror shield.
redents. No the fetch quests. Nah, none of it.
Nah, that's too slow.
Too much.
That's
Too much
slow.
effort.
We got something better than all of that.
I'm ready. And
Well-
that, I mean, although I suppose I already know the answer.
Yeah, I mean, here at this point, you're supposed to have the elegy. Well, of course. Okay. Well, this is when you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail, I guess.
Yep. And you've even got a little ramp here, which is perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Too much. Too much.
Yeah, I did actually go really high. If I do it just right, I can land right in front of the temple very
Wow.
quickly. But
Incredible.
I
You're
actually went
pretty
too high.
close.
Kobe.
There you go. And that's how you get Stone Tower Temple early. No,
Yeah.
no need for Elegy of Emptiness. You don't
Who
need it.
needs it? Extra songs creating like weird soulless copies of yourself? Get out of here.
Oh, and the reason why I grabbed that spring water back in the Swamp Spider House is for this right here.
It doesn't like spring water?
This specific sunblock, you can just put spring water and that's it.
My one weakness, 3 drops of water. Ah. Because normally you'd have to, the power of the sun to knock that thing out.
Yeah,
Like,
the mirror shield.
just for some reason, that one just doesn't like spring water, huh?
Yep.
None of the other sunblocks, just that one?
Well, the reason why it works on that one is because you're a little higher in elevation, so it actually reaches the eye.
Okay.
That you need to hit. But the other ones are too close. You're like at their ground level, pretty much.
Sure.
It won't
Okay.
work.
Interesting.
Amazing. I love it when there's one strange exception to a universal rule.
Okay, so you're doing some nice. Okay.
Oh.
So you launch yourself back there a little bit.
So I'm gonna show off this really fancy glitch that we only do
Ooh.
one time in all masks.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put on the stone mask so I don't get bothered by the enemies. I'm gonna do this. And that is called the first-person glitch.
Okay.
And if you're in the first-person glitch, you get to do this other glitch called the extended hookshot glitch. It's like the 3DS's own version of the weird shot.
Okay.
The weird shot. I love it.
Fun.
And
That's great.
final Deku flower slide. I missed the timing, but no big deal.
I mean, I'm still getting over the previous one, so this gives me some time to reconvene.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised that didn't work. That should have worked. All right. That's
Got
okay.
13 more
So
tries.
when you slide, the idea is that you're just going under the kind of the gate to your left here? Yeah, okay.
exactly.
There you go. Easy peasy. Done and done.
I'll
Now,
save
if you were to
this.
slide off the edge there, would you just fall to your doom, or do you stay at the same plane when you're on that particular slide glitch?
For that particular part, I wasn't gonna fall out because the gate was thin and there was ground on the other side, so it works out.
Right, but if you like try to take out off the edge there, would you then fall, or?
I'd fall down to where the lava is.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was curious about.
Does the stick deal more damage?
The stick does more damage.
Okay. Just like real sticks and swords.
Yeah.
Everybody knows sticks are the most dangerous things in the world.
Yeah. They don't grow on trees, you know.
Yeah. That's why it's called sticks and stones may break my bones, and not swords and stones. Sticks are
Sticks will
extremely dangerous.
absolutely break my bones.
So now that we have the light arrows, don't blink because we're actually gonna be at the boss very soon. Very soon.
I'm trying. Focusing.
You could get those clamp things that hold your eyes open. They're a little gruesome.
I blinked. Dang it. Tried.
Okay, so I need this, this, and shoot that.
Link, we want to help you get through this temple. What do you need? I need light arrows, a hook shot, a Goron Mask, and arrows.
Yeah, he recites his grocery list for you.
So now we're in inverted. For now.
For now.
For just a little bit.
Okay.
It's nice that
It's
those
a
are there.
very, very conventional thing after you get the light arrows. Otherwise, just pop out, hit that jewel to flip the entire temple on its side or upside down.
Yeah, that's what the light arrows do in all of the games.
In this particular instance.
Okay, so I'm gonna line up right here with Goron Link. Alright, and let's not mess this
And fly!
So same idea with the Bicky Skip Beck and Woodfall Temple. I'm using the bottom screen to navigate Goron to see where I need to go with Goron Link, and that's it. That's the boss.
Now you're
Skip. Yep, it's time to fight Twin Mold.
you're just here.
Yep.
It just exists now.
Oh, okay. So something like that, even if you could do it in regular, you don't get the mask during the fight on the N64 version like you do in this version. So you wouldn't be able to like skip right to it. You would have to get the mask first, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's impossible to beat this fight without the Giant's Mask, so they put it inside the fight.
Gotcha.
Nice of them to let you skip all that
It's
stuff.
very convenient.
Yeah.
Very handy. Got him. Don't you hate it when you get hit on your underside and you spit out your mouth eye?
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Gonna shoot him down. Got it.
Nice hit.
Incredible.
Nice hit. I never understood why they got so caught up on eyes for the 3D remake.
I'm not quite sure either, but it's whatever.
Oh, Majora has those wild eyes.
Sir, due to focus testing, we've learned that eyes are the easiestly observed weak point.
That's true.
Put eyes on everything. Sir, eyes inside the stomach are not actually that useful.
Well, if you need to, like, watch your diet.
No. Wrong. So anything particularly fancy with this fight? It seems pretty conventional so far, just making sure you take those right arrow shots.
This first phase is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
The next phase, there are going to be some things I could talk about.
Interesting.
So once I get the Giant's Mask, the Red Twin Mold is going to summon some babies
Yep.
that have never been present in the original Majora's Mask. And I have to kill them in certain ways. Or
Okay.
like at certain periods of time.
So-
And what I mean by that is, so I'm going to kill 3 of them right off the bat.
Okay.
Because they're in a little group together. I can kill them in one punch if I time it right.
Nice of them to group together like that.
But there's going to be 2 other babies that are still alive. I'm
Okay.
going to keep them alive because I don't actually want to kill them all, because then they'll give Twin Mold the ability to spawn more, and it'll be way more than this first wave right here, and I really don't want that.
Fair enough.
So I'm going to
Shine up.
fix up my equips here and put on the Giant's Mask.
There we go.
Stupendous.
I hope you guys like Donkey Kong, because it's on now.
It is on like Donkey Kong.
Woo! So we want to use those 2 rocks to knock him down very quickly. And you really want to be careful with how you aim it, because if you throw it out of bounds, it's gone, and you have to punch him 10 times to knock him down normally. Now, I do something specific here. While you grab them, whether it's a headlock or a tailspin,
right? Yeah.
what I've been
Great
doing.
show.
What I've been doing is spinning the circle pad in a 360 motion.
Yeah.
And that actually does 1.5 times the amount of damage than normal. And doing that will allow us to kill Twin Mold in 3 spins instead of 4. And that makes a huge difference because we don't want to have to knock him down twice with only punches. At least this way, we only need to just punch him down 1 time, and the others being the 2 rocks that I already knocked him down with. The tail is faster to do than the headlock, because the headlock will actually do more squeezes when you're doing the circle pad spin.
Sure.
And but that doesn't affect the tail spin. But the reason why I did the headlock in the first one was because his head was just closer, and it makes more sense at that time.
Yeah, so you just kind of, rather than taking the time, because you're pretty slow as Giant Link, trying to get all the way back there would help. Yeah, I got you.
Uh-oh. Okay, good. I got it.
Got him.
Because
Into the flash.
Oh, it flashes?
Once you know you've done enough damage, it'll flash so you can see it. Yeah, I knew that you could spin faster in order to do this tail spin, but I'm surprised that it still works also for the headlock. Like, are you like flexing your muscles like a little extra harder so you like really crush that like sternum on the bug?
Do bugs have sternums?
I don't know.
Are spiders sternum having bugs?
Do you know?
Does anyone know? We need a bugologist stat.
It is one of them bug folk.
Yeah.
And down we go.
I'll grab some magic, and that's it.
Got ourselves another giant.
Woo! All right, well, that's 2 dungeons down, and 2 to go.
Is that technically a mask?
It's a mask remain. I mean, we have to get him no matter what, so it's like...
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't really change a whole lot, yeah. Once again, folks, some beautiful skills on display here. I'm just in awe frequently of seeing all the craziness that's been popping up here. Again, if you're enjoying this, or if you're just here anyway and you're not enjoying it, donate anyway.
Yeah.
By going to donate.zeldathon.net. Once again, going to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, an organization that ensures that every child who goes through their doors does not have to worry about a thing because they have everything taken care of for their family, whether it comes to treatment, travel, housing, or food throughout their entire situation there. St. Jude leading the way on how the world actually treats and eventually defeats childhood cancer. They always, whatever sort of research they do there actually is spread freely throughout the globe so that other institutions can use their research towards helping other kids live.
Nadava with 1032 who says, "Hi, piece of heart, palindrome."
Look at that. It's $2,411.42. That is a very nice palindrome indeed. Thank you very much for that.
Bravo. Thank you.
And once again, folks, if you want to see a soft lock of the game, we have to get to $3,000 by the end of this, which we are about just under an hour left on this, I would imagine. So make sure you keep donating, keep spreading the word, make sure we get as much money going to St. Jude as we possibly can here.
Hey, take it from me when I tell you that soft lock is very well worth it.
Ooh.
Get those donations at 3,000.
Get the runner's seal of approval.
For a real treat.
This is coming from a guy who just casually just skips entire chunks of the game. No big deal.
Okay, so now it's time to do Sakon's hideout. And to get in there early, we'll just get into the place unloaded and go to his loading zone.
Fair enough.
Like you do.
Yep. Now we just do the hideout like normal.
And so he's just here. He's just already waiting for you.
He's ready, yeah.
Wow.
The cafe's super ready.
He knows what's up.
He's sneaky.
He knows the clip strats too.
So as long as you did all the other sequences, you could just do this whenever?
Even if you don't do all the other stuff, you can still do this.
Wow.
But if you skip all those other things, he'll be wearing the Keaton mask.
Oh, okay. So is there a significant enough difference there between those two as to regards of getting the couples mask at the end?
Well, if you just start a fresh cycle and go straight to doing this, you're not going to get the couples mask because you never showed the pendant to Andrew, so she's not there.
Okay, so there are like a few flags that you have to hit in order to get them back together for that. Okay, cool. Good to know.
Love that you just basically play like Adventures of Cookies and Cream right here for a bit.
Good dodging skills.
The One Punch Man.
Yep. Here we go. Just shoving a few blocks around.
All right.
Which normally, you'd be trying to pay attention to all these. Make sure you do what's up. Oh, hey.
That is $5 from Super MC Gamer, who says, "Make your donation to St. Jude. Let's hit the goal."
Thank you very much, Super MC Gamer.
Yeah.
Looking at me directly. Are you saying I should donate? I mean, maybe.
He's calling you a coward.
Hey, that soft lock is really good, though.
It is a very good soft
donate
lock.
all of Zahir's money.
I got the phone. I mean, just what?
No, don't do that.
I just need your mother's maiden name, and yeah, we'll be good. And folks, if you are indeed here at MomoCon and you do want to donate, but you don't want to do it on like your own phone or something like that, the stand actually in the back does have a method of payment that you can use in order to sort of give to this good cause.
Yeah.
Just figure we mentioned.
And if you're watching the stream and you're at MomoCon, come see us. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Get over here. We'd love to see you.
You're like watching it in the side rooms or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I wish it was there. You're here. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're back in Clock Town.
Yep. We're gonna pick up the
All night?
Keaton Mask and the
Oh,
priority mail.
Ah. Hey.
Hey, there we go. It's $4 from Gus, who
Oh,
says
thank you, Gus.
wanted to send some flat money while Uncle Doug is on couch. 6 quarters, no 10 quarters. That's 16 quarters.
Ooh.
Campy says, oh, he gives $25 and says MC is whack.
Whoa.
Thank you for that, Campy. Very good.
Is that a fight of Zeldathon managers right there? Is that what's going on right there?
Well, there's a couple of people that'll do like, hey, other guy, like donate $4, and they're like, okay, hey, other guy, like donate $5, and they just keep upping the ante at each other, which is
Indeed.
hilarious and good for the kids.
That too.
Yeah. Oh, chat loves Campy. Yeah, he's here.
He is here.
He's having a hang. He'll be. What's he playing?
I would have to
Ocarina.
really
Probably
look.
Ocarina.
Yeah, more
Let's be
likely.
real.
Yeah.
I think that's tomorrow.
Ooh.
So some of you have probably been seeing this throughout the run, but in the 3DS version, whenever you play Song of Soaring past the first time around, you can just skip the cutscene by mashing B, and that's been very helpful. Like in that situation, it was faster for me to just warp back into Clock Town instead of just making my way all the way from the laundry pool.
Because you
That's
can make that
hilarious.
warp pretty efficient. Gotcha. Cool. What do we got
That
going on here?
is $13.89 from Rosalind GM, who says, hello, I just heard about this charity event from my friend. I'm always a fan of trying to help out these kinds of events. Thank you. I do hope this helps out. It does. It helps out enormously.
And that's a good thing to point out as well. If you're like, oh man, this is a great cause, and I really want to contribute, but I don't have money, which I hear you. Neither do I. But in those instances, the next best thing to do is to help spread the word. That way, you can get friends. You can get friends watching, neighbors watching, your friends' neighbors' cats watching. And if that cat has stolen some change from underneath your couch cushions, like my neighbor's cat has, maybe they can donate some of that.
Yeah, my cat stole a $5 bill from me once.
What a jerk!
Yeah, I found it under like the TV stand. I was like, I'm on to you. I found your stash.
The little nest egg when you eventually leave town.
That's right.
All right, so you got yourself another mask from the dancer there. Woo!
$2 from Tsunami Ryan saying, I can spare at least a little bit for this marathon, so here we go. Let's try to get that soft lock.
Perfect, thank you.
Yes, let's.
Getting ourselves up to $2,461 on the day. Thank you guys so much for that.
Yeah, the $5 was a honeypot. It was to distract me from the other hundreds of dollars they stole somehow.
So we got about a minute and a half left in this first cycle here.
I'm a little spooked, I'm not going to lie.
Got the postman's hat. Presumably couples mask at the end of this cycle. Anything else that we're going to try to accomplish in this last minute and a half before the moon crushes us all?
We don't have to worry about that, and you'll see why.
All right.
We're not going to get a moon crash.
Unless I mess up it, then we'll get a moon crash.
Right. Wow.
That was surprising. Flying donates $86 with no message. Thank you.
$86. Wow.
Incredible. That's a great sound.
That is a great sound. It terrified me.
Yeah.
Whew. Oh, boy.
It's great. I love that she was waiting in there, and then a Goron walks in, and she's like, no, not you.
You could be our witness.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's sign the paperwork.
So, this cycle timer is going to come into play very soon.
Oh, boy.
Very, very soon.
Excellent.
This is nice. I should have worn a shirt for the occasion. Put them together, and what do you got? A really nice little couple's mask.
with no eye holes. That's a big fella.
That's a big sound.
Isn't
That's a
it?
rumbler.
Yeah, 8686 from Ganon11 saying
Metroid.
Metroid, please.
Again, you can donate as much as you want. You're not going to get Metroid at a Zeldathon.
That one shakes
Yeah.
the house, though. That's
Yeah.
good.
Thank you so much. We're up to 2634 now, guys.
Hey, keep them coming. I can feel that soft lock
We can
already.
make that happen. This is getting in a ballpark
I can
area.
feel
Yeah.
the soft block. That's a terrifying thing to say.
I can feel.
Can I see it a little better? Hey, we get all of chat now.
Yeah.
While you're at it, maybe refresh the Dungeon Identifier, because that thing's been
yeah.
busted for a bit.
Yeah, we still have Org Tamer's first donation, I think, on there. Oh, uh-oh.
Okay, so is that a safety fairy, or is that for some weird... Oh,
That was to duplicate a bottle over the Gypto Mask. And this is where things really get insane now.
okay, I'm ready for this. I'm like sit on the edge of my seat. Let's go.
So for some reason, if you specifically duplicate a bottle over the Gypto Mask and you pick up hot spring water into that mask,
Okay.
some really, really crazy things are going to happen to the game.
That's incredible.
So there's some weird like extra like hang on of memory there that still remembers that to be the Gypto Mask.
Something like that.
and it's only the Gypto Mask? You can't do it with any of the others?
It has a lot to do with pointers. I think there are some masks that can still do things like that.
Yeah, it's probably pointers. They're wild.
I'm going to set this
Shout
alarm.
out to C programmers having to deal with that madness.
Yeah, Malik and Dialek and...
All right, let me see the cycle timer. So we gotta wait just a little bit. It's gotta hit into
This is the wrong warp.
cycle.
Yeah, so
the
how
time.
can you a few this to us now that we're here and we're doing
have a few
that
seconds.
green line?
When that green line gets inside that yellow thing,
Yeah.
that's when I pick up the hot spring water.
Perfect.
And
If
that's
I-
when the weird thing is about to happen.
That's when it goes down.
If I pick it up anywhere outside of that, moon crash happens instantly.
Oh, yeah, let's not
okay.
do that.
And
Dormammu,
now,
I've come to bargain.
perfect
It
timing.
feels like we are like bargaining with some epic deity.
Yeah, it said negative 20 hours remain.
Yeah, that's part of craziness.
Yeah.
Because that's why it instantly crashes.
It's
I
always
see.
it's already beginning.
So it's going insane, like 1,000,000 miles per hour in time. And I played a Song of Inverted Time to bring it back to normal. And then now I'm playing Song of Double Time because I want to make it 3 right now for in-game time purposes. And in order for a wrong warp to happen, there has to be a night to day transition. But
Okay.
and the wrong warp depends on what your location was before the transition happens.
And I now notice, by the way, that there's no time at all anymore.
It's
just,
running, we just can't see it.
okay.
yeah,
just
the
can't
UI
see
is kind of...
Because we destroyed it.
Wash your mind, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand.
Meanwhile, this baby's been crying for 3 days.
My goodness, yeah. 1020 from Cliffs to Gavin saying, my first MM speed run, thanks a lot. And 1997 from Lizardu, let's break the game.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ocean Man's very good.
Keep that.
I need a stick, I need arrows, and I need a bottle of milk.
So what I'm doing here is called action swap. And basically I stored an arrow lit on fire with the Deku stick. And then I'm doing that because I want to get the rock swirler without having to have to actually get Goron's lullaby.
I'm glad your mouth is as agape as mine on that one right there.
All right,
There's
but
just so much happening.
hopefully I get the right pot first try. No, no, no!
Oh no!
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Not as speedy as we were looking for. As slow as this Goron's ever gone.
Okay, since I didn't get it first try, I have to invert right here because I'm not gonna make it in time
Okay.
otherwise, and I
Gotcha.
don't want the moon to crash. Yeah, that wasn't supposed to happen.
It's fine.
Yeah, we're just getting a notification here from folks in chat. Apparently, according to MC, if someone gives a single $1,000 donation during this run, he'll do another every Zelda challenge after Zeldathon heals. So he'll go through every game in the entire series.
Is it during this run or is this at all?
Maybe it just maybe period.
Wow.
That's a lot of Zelda.
Yeah.
You got your Goron meat.
Yeah.
That was super lucky that I just got it.
Yeah.
Because I had no idea where it was that time.
$5
managed to
from
nail it.
Tarut saying, first live speedrun event, loving the run. Good luck on this great run and the great cause. Thank you.
Very nice.
A yard sale.
I'm glad that's still there.
It rules.
That's a good one.
All right. Captain Trina with 1958 saying, I want all the loud donation sounds.
Please, that is one of
That
the
would
best.
be great.
That's awesome.
It is awesome.
All right. It's any at all. You've got 2 days.
Through all of Piece of Heart, a single $1,000 donation,
Yeah.
and MC will be forced to go through the entire Legend of Zelda series on his lonesome.
1111 from TK saying, this run is awesome. Let's help St. Jude beat cancer.
Indeed.
This run is awesome. I'm so glad.
We're getting really close to that soft lock.
We are
Keep
like
coming.
27. We're just over $2,700, which means that someone could snipe with a very generous donation. But more than likely, we're going to get there with small donations, folks. So please keep these up. This has been awesome so far. Let's keep it pushing.
Oh, we got a massive glitch coming up very soon, and then an even bigger one right after that.
All right,
So now that I got the Don Gyro's mask, I'm done with this area,
sure.
and
It's a good mask.
Other than eventually doing the temple like way out, right?
yep.
Someday we'll do Snowheads.
Oh, that's actually going to happen very soon.
okay.
Okay.
So right now, I'm going to go back into Clocktown, make another safety save because it's possible a soft lock here if I mess it up. But basically what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do a glitch called wallet duplication. Right now, I'm at the base regular wallet
Right.
at
Still
99
the
rupees
99,
max,
yep.
but I'm going to go from that straight to 500.
Oh.
So I'm going to save it here. I'm going to put the Deku Mask here, the Postman's hat there, and the Hookshot. I'm going to put the Postman's hat on, put mass storage by using the Deku Mask, but I'm going to get rid of the Deku Mask in my item equips, keep the Postman's hat on, but I put it over the Deku Mask, and then I deposit the rupees, which causes collection delay.
We're just getting word
That is
that that's a very big chest that's coming this way. I'm sorry that we're cutting right into this, but that's fair.
Yeah, MC learns not to make threats like that on Twitter.
Well then,
$1,000 from Canon 11 saying Zelda hype.
is that all you got to say?
Whoa! Yohi! Yohi!
So that tweet is 5 minutes old. And it's already been done.
Goal set and achieved.
2190 from Mother Brain 12. Thank you so much for that
Thank you,
Yoshi
super
sound.
nice.
That's a great sound.
All right, so are we st- are we still in the glitch? Are we still going to do it? Are we still in it?
I got the wallet dupe, which is
Yeah.
good, and I didn't soft lock the game.
That is
now,
good.
I'm waiting on the wrong warp to happen. I just have to wait for the day to night transition, and for some reason, if you stand in the corner of the postman's bed, it will wrong warp you, and you'll find out where.
That's how the
very
postman
shortly.
delivers his mail so fast.
Is this why the postman has nightmares every night of his life?
Yep.
Because there's a portal in his...
There's like a demonic
In his
portal
bed?
just sitting there.
Yeah.
But only if he rolls to the right by accident.
And some of you might have noticed I set tattle alarm earlier to 6 during the daytime of day one, and this you're about to see why.
Oh.
And this is where we are, by the way.
What's up, Goat?
We're just now here. All right.
Are you going to fight Goat and just... Now we're done with Snowhead?
Yep. Yep. We don't even need fire arrows. I did
Amazing.
action swap because of tattle alarm
Yeah.
to skip the fire arrows, and here we are. We're about to beat Snowhead Temple, baby.
That is...
That's nice.
Yeah, all right. I'm here for it.
Meanwhile, I just had that moment of, with all the other absurdity, also just seeing Link in a postman's hat with a stick running away from a giant mechanical goat. There's a lot going on here.
Yeah,
We're having fun.
Man. The goal for Jackson to go chase the goats was a while ago, but here it is.
We finally still got a chance to do
Yeah.
it.
And
Yeah, go for it.
sorry. I got a very fun strat with this fight.
Let's see it.
So I'm gonna shoot 5 arrows here,
Or 5.
then a light arrow, and then I'm gonna shoot 2 light arrows and a regular arrow to
On his-
shoot
in
him
his
back
butt.
down. But this time,
He's worn out now.
instead of 5 regular arrows, I'm gonna shoot 4 regular arrows because that's
4.
just how this works for some reason. And then another 2 light arrows and a regular arrow,
And he's down again.
and then I finish him off with 5 regular arrows.
From
and a light
downtown!
arrow. Goodbye, go.
Boop.
Okay, all right.
And that's the end of this temple, guys.
And that's Goat. He didn't even get to do a full lap.
No.
No, poor guy.
Okay, good. The timer's still running.
Yep.
We still need that.
Yep. I've been refreshing it every like 15 minutes or so, just in case.
For one more wrong warp.
One more wrong warp. Which, do you want to explain at all what's going on with that? So like, I saw it flash for a moment. Dawn of a New Day, which is the post credit, the epilogue essentially of this game.
Yeah, Gibdo Mask is just that insane when you dupe a bottle over it.
So
And
you
put
can
hot spring water
confirm,
in it.
do 2 wrongs make a right.
And
And
this
that
game
we
is
can-
us.
And that we can
All right.
get ourselves to the end of this and actually still succeed.
If that's all right, yeah.
Fair
let's
enough.
do it. I've lost count, Vizzy. There's so many glitches about
There's
it.
so many strange things going
As
on.
many as the arrows that we get during the chase scene and
Well-
the aliens.
Well, thanks to that $1,000 donation from Ganon11, we are now going to see that soft lock at the end of this run, which is going to be fantastic.
And after heals, you're going to get to see so many Zeldas played by MC.
However, that doesn't mean that we should stop donating, of course. Every little bit counts, anywhere from $1 to, if you have like $10,000 kicking around, just laying on the floor and you're like, God, I just keep tripping over this. I'd really like it gone. Feel free to donate that too.
I hate this money.
$1 and $10,000, exactly the same.
Oh yeah,
Right?
Razulin's way ahead of us. Way ahead of us with $5 saying, "Here's the thing."
Perfect. That is lovely.
We're losing it.
Okay, so far so good.
We just got another 0th day set.
It happened again? It's raining.
It's no longer cold, or as cold. It still might be cold, honestly. Might be in like the 40s, 50s now.
Compared to before, it's definitely.
The Gorons can roll, so they got all that friction, especially with the missiles.
Yeah, that'll be-
And they're bringing the heat. They're packing all the heat.
Yeah.
So
I like to think, meanwhile, whenever you're doing these missile launches, you're generating so much friction, you just blaze a trail Back to the Future style.
Yep.
Wherever you go. You started so many forest fires in this run. How dare you?
Don't.
It's okay, that tree's
Oh
standing.
no.
That one's fine. But everything off camera is just a burning wasteland.
All right, so safety safe here, because if I miss even a few frames with what I'm about to do, wait, I don't want to use magic. It's gonna moon crash.
Oh, yikes.
So I noticed, you're trying to conserve some magic there. Is there a particular purpose you have that for?
It's for a very specific strat for Gyorg,
Okay.
the boss of Great Bay Temple.
Yeah.
And are you going to skip directly to him too, or okay?
Just
All right.
like I did with
All
Goat.
right. We're on to you now.
Oh, so that's what you're doing the wrong warp for. I got you.
Yeah, we gotta wait a little bit. It's quite a ways from the cycle timer, so I'll just ready my Eclipse.
Get those
and-
donations in.
Yeah, I'll just wait.
Yeah, now's your chance, guys.
Yeah.
We'll do some station identification then.
Yeah.
Welcome, folks. You're watching Zeldathon Piece of Heart, which is a 2-day, 24-hour total charity gaming marathon where we're just playing a bunch of different games in the Legend of Zelda series, all in the hopes of raising as much money as we can for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, which is an awesome organization that helps kids fight and eventually beat and hopefully eventually eradicate childhood cancer from existence on this planet. Every dollar that you donate goes directly to the charity. We don't take a cent of it. We just check it as it goes in so that we can keep a nice little total for you and play some weird memes on occasion. So yeah, here we go. We're now in ourselves into that wrong warp space. Got that fresh spring water to break the world.
Okay, so the reason why I don't immediately play Inverted Song of Time here is because I want time to keep going at 1,000,000 miles per hour, because that area right outside of that spring cave just so happens to be the spot that takes you directly into Gyorg's room. But it has to be spring specifically, so we have to kill Goat first for this to work. Because if it's the snowy area, that wrong warps you to the spring area of the same place. Okay, now I only have a few frames to pull out my ocarina because it's still going at 1,000,000 miles per hour.
Almost dropped
All right.
it, but I think we're done.
And we're safe. 'Cause
Hey!
all I had to do was pull out Ocarina in time and play Song of Inverted Time. And
Which case do you need this anymore? I can save you some battery life.
hold on to it for now, just in case something happens.
This is fun
during
to
the
watch.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You don't want to like have a soft lock and it's like, well, we're screwed now.
Yeah.
This is
Guess we'll just have to do the temple.
incredible.
Yeah, I've played this section for Zeldathon a few times, and I've not always had trouble with this section necessarily, but I am now ready to learn from the masters.
Yeah, you could save a few hours from
Yeah.
it and get some sleep or something.
MC would be so upset.
Yes, he would.
Thank you for the donation, by the
We've
way.
got $20 from X Kaiser Zero saying, "I wish I could donate more, but something is better than nothing."
It
Keep
really
up.
is.
Keep it up, Zeldathon team. Love all of you. And a heart. Thank you so much.
Like $20 is certainly more than nothing.
That's way more than nothing.
Arrows. Okay, so this is the strat I'm about to do, which
Okay.
is why I conserved some magic.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit that eyeball right now, and let's see if I can pull this off.
So you're in the water. You're Zora.
Now I'm going to fast swim. I got 3 hits on Gyroid. That's especially good. I can... wait. Gyroid, can you stop?
There we go.
Oh, come back. Oh.
Got another hit, but grab some
I
magic.
think it's too late. Yeah, it's too late. He's too far. Oh, was so close.
So the idea is
was
Gyark's
so
just
close.
close enough to that platform still. You can just really mash into him for a bit.
Yeah, if I had one more hit, it would knock him down, and I wouldn't have to deal with that bomb right there.
Yeah.
That it was to make the fight a little bit faster, because now the rest of this fight is all luck-based.
Sure.
Because he has to stop near one of the bombs for it to work. I got really close to getting that, though. A little unfortunate.
It's fun though, because I can get away with that because it's not a glitch. It's just, it's just
It's
really
just hitting
efficient
him.
placement.
It's hitting
Yeah.
him good. Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
I messed up a little bit my swimming angles, so I couldn't get the
We'll
last hit in.
forgive you this time.
I guess.
I tried.
Man.
No, we are perpetually amazed.
Yeah, you've got a lot of credit built
Yeah.
up, I think.
Here and there.
No. Oh, okay. I didn't realize the bomb was that close to Gyark. Okay, see, now things could get bad, because if I die to Gyark here, it's going to warp me back to where the spring area is.
Oh no! Yeah, I
Okay,
suppose.
that's like the last loaded.
Yep. He eats me one more time. I have to restart that round one.
Oh, yikes. Well,
Because you're
why
out of health?
That's why you're still open.
Yeah, he does. I
No,
get
you
killed.
You picked up a heart, yeah.
Yeah, the baby fishes drop him.
Bless him.
Okay, we're done with this. We're
All
done
right.
with the cycle.
I'll save you some more battery life and any further calls from someone wondering why you're not
From
answering your
loved
phone.
ones, yeah.
That was it for the wrong warps. Fun fact, we used to do a third wrong warp. It would take us to the entrance of Stone Tower Temple, and I'm sure you can all guess what killed that off.
The dinosaurs?
Well, what killed the dinosaurs?
The Goron missile, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody thinks it was, well, number 1, asteroid, number 2, the Ice Age, but
3, capitalism.
you know, that too. But it actually was just a Goron missile
Yeah.
piercing the planet and causing a lot of adverse effects. It was really unfortunate. You guys should read up your history.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Is a Goron missile a bug? Donate now. We got to listen to this giant song.
Even though we beat all 4 of the dungeons now, but it's still not over yet. Where I'm gonna play Song of Time the moment I regain control of Link, and we're gonna start Cycle 3 and just clean up what it collect the remaining masks, recollect the Gibdo mask because I no longer need to wrong warp. We actually have to recollect that.
I was just going to ask about that. So it's because you need all the masks in order to get the final mask on the moon, right?
Yep, because
So he's back in like the armoire in the
Interesting.
house again?
well, we do go back in time, so.
But since the wrong
duh.
warp gives you so much, or catches you up and skips it so much, it's worth having to do that more than once.
yeah,
I guess.
absolutely worth it.
This turtle's like, I've never seen you before. What's going on?
I got so used to nursing your phone to make sure that it didn't fall asleep. Like I feel like
What do I do with my hands?
Anyway, yeah, this is going great. I've been really enjoying this, by the way. Like I
I watch the GDQs and things here and there, and I get a chance to witness some of that, kind of secondhand. But to see it and hear it explained right here is just a really fun experience. Is everybody else in the crowd having fun with this, by the way? Yeah, enjoying this? Woo! Like, I'm just actually giddy. Like, this isn't me acting. I'm just actually really enjoying this. All right. What other arcane magics will you show us today?
So we Gibdo back. What else? What other masks are we getting?
I'm going to go ahead and make another safety save here.
Sure.
Just in case I mess up. I withdrew 200 rupees because in order to buy the all-night mask, we need 500 rupees, and that's why the wallet dupe really came in handy.
Right.
And I'm going to Song of Double Time now to midnight because that's when we're able to save the bomb shop lady to get the blast mask.
Because she's about to get robbed.
Yeah.
Until you come in to save the day.
But first, but first, I'm gonna make a trip to this side of town and get a straight ferry here, because we still need to get the Great Fairy Mask as well.
Oh yeah,
that's true. I forgot
it's
about that.
Usually,
one.
one of the first things that happens. Not here.
Oh, and a really nice change from in the 3DS version.
Are you ready to punch right now?
Yeah, it's gonna punch him instantly.
I did punch him up, so he ran in my fist. Literally.
And it just ends instantly.
Yeah, that rules.
I have my fist out here. If you run into it, it's not your fault.
Oh, Sakon.
Oh, man. Not a great theme.
Tingle. 2 hits. You hitting my fist, and then you hitting the ground. Very good.
And then right after here, we go straight to Icona and re-get the Gibdo Mask. And then I'll make my way into the Icona Graveyard. But along the way, I'm going to shoot and kill some blue bubbles with light arrows, because they'll drop 50 rupees for each one you kill with a light arrow.
That's pretty nice.
And that's going to get me to 500 rupees so I can go buy the all-night mask. And the all-night mask is the final mask I get before going into the moon. And then getting the true final mask, the Fierce Deity's mask.
Sweet.
All right. Here, have my face as well.
Yeah, because that's a big play for people who haven't seen like an all-mask run of Majora's Mask, that once you collect all 24 masks, when you eventually get to the end, you actually had to give all those masks away in order to get to the, other than the transformation mask, I should say, in order to get the Fierce, actually in addition, or including the transformation mask, is that right? I can't remember now.
You don't give up the transformation.
You don't give those out. But you give out all the other masks to get the Fierce Deity Mask, which makes the final boss fight pretty easy, although I'm sure you've got other tips and tricks to destroy that thing anyway.
Oh, to kill Fierce Deity with Majora? Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I just... Oh, you'll see. You'll see when you get there.
I was going to say, I will wait with bated breath. In the meantime, let's just go do some loop-de-loops around here to get inside this house.
Yes, I'm excited.
And boop! See ya!
He's like, never mind, I'm leaving.
I'm having some serious deja vu right now. I feel like I've done this before.
This will be the time to play deja vu.
The Goron eyes are so great whenever he's surprised.
Yep. It's usually like 3 frames,
yeah,
too.
it's
like,
so quick.
And then immediately to like, oh, you got a thing.
I'm already used to this.
Yeah.
That's how fast my Goron brain is.
Oh, for anyone at all who might be thinking, oh, if you give all the masks away, why is it considered all masks? And let me explain to you why it still is. So, yeah, even though you give all your masks away to get the Fierce Deity's mask, if you get the Fierce Deity's mask and you play Song of Time during the Majora fight without killing Majora, you'll get all your other masks back, but you'll lose the Fierce Deity mask.
So in other words, there's literally no way to have all the masks in your possession all at once.
Unless you kill the final boss and save the game, and you'll keep the Fierce Deity's mask alongside every other mask.
Which just at that point just kind of feels like oh boy, like.
Yeah, Fierce Deity is a lot like the Giant's Mask, where you can only use it in that fight, though, right?
It can be used in all boss fights.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Who is it?
Like we haven't moved much. I don't know.
No, nothing's changed on our end, I don't think.
Sorry. I'll stop eating my microphone.
All right, so far so good.
300 so far. So yeah, you're getting 50 rupees from each of these.
That rules.
It's going to use up every single bit of my magic.
Yeah.
Exactly all of it. That's why I didn't want to go spiked roll either, to conserve some of that.
Yeah. And you just need one more. One more.
That's not the one I wanted to kill, but that kind of works.
It'll do.
Wow.
And there. 500 rupees ready to go.
Done it.
Very nice.
And time for me to show off Kita's kit
Okay.
to get the captain's hat.
Okay.
So I'm going to make my way.
Normally you'd have to do a handful of things here to make this work.
Yeah, take a lap with the big fella.
So I'm going to do a Goron bounce up here. Put the Zora mask on so I can jump up here. And take that off to be human so I can use the hookshot.
What's a little fire between friends?
Let's see if I get it. Okay.
It turns out trying to launch yourself into a magical wall of fire is not as easy as it sounds.
Trying to launch yourself into my mixtape.
There we go. Got
There it is.
Very good.
Does it usually take like multiple tries, or is that you just like a particular bit of luck on the angle and the timing of it?
Sometimes I do well, sometimes that happens.
Okay, fair enough. Still faster than like having to do all the cutscenes, talking to him,
The fight.
him. Yeah, no, totally. And then like that agonizing like 4 seconds where you like wait to eventually then salute him. It's like, it's cute, but you like,
It drags on.
yeah.
Yeah.
So now I'm just Song of Double timing to the final hour so I can buy the all-night mask and enter the clock tower. And it's really convenient that in this particular area I don't have to deal with the cutscenes, and it just immediately does the time cut. So now I'm going to come back to Clock Town, buy the all-night mask, and then we're going to enter the clock tower and make our way to the moon.
All right.
Which, folks, I believe that means we're probably like, what, maybe just under half hour left maybe in this run?
It's the final stretch now.
Yeah.
This is the last save I'm going to make because I want to reload that save after beating the game to show off the soft lock.
Oh, that's
that
right, yeah.
All of you wonderful people donated.
Yep.
Thank you,
We,
yeah.
we pushed that pretty hard, and we're already there for it. So thank you guys once again for your donations. But if that will be then our last moment here with Zahir. So if you want to donate to congratulate him on all these wonderful things that he's been doing here, you've got about just about like a half an hour, just over a half hour maybe or so left before we'll be swapping to our next game of the evening. Which, by the way, keep tuned in, folks, because we're going to be going till about midnight Eastern tonight. So if you don't have anything else going on this Friday night, you just hang with us. We'll be here till Saturday. That's generally the gist of that. And then we'll start back up again at noon on Saturday because we like sleeping. Sorry. We promise we'll come back.
Yeah, if you want us not to sleep, June 13th is the next real marathon.
Yeah.
The next long boy.
And trust me, people have tried. We've heard stories of people trying to stay awake for all of Zeldathon. And you know what we say? Don't, please. 6 days without sleep is
Terminal, yeah.
It's just death. It's not a good plan.
We're trying to save lives here.
Yeah. For the kids, not for your tired, destroyed brain. Singing the song of his people.
I'll be honest, I almost forgot how to play this song for a moment.
We would completely forgive you if you took a moment to just look at the song list or something like. For all the other incredible things you've done. Also remembering the exact combinations for the songs.
That would rule.
Yeah. We get it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's your second run in a row. You can be brain dead a little bit. That's allowed.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
So this is a very long cutscene, so I'm just going to finish
Yeah,
my
take
water.
your time. You've been talking almost this entire time. Take a rest. Take a load off. Enjoy.
Give us some donations. Because you have to do all those mini games and such to get the.
Yeah, let's see if we
All the
break
stuff.
that other 1,000 threshold.
Ooh,
Let's get
yeah,
past
you know
4
what?
grand.
We are just a little bit over $250 from $4,000, which would put us. Let's see, that would be actually $1,000 per game so far, which would be pretty awesome. Like we'd be on pace to do
Yes.
$1,000 a game.
Yeah. Wow.
Let's see if we make that happen, folks.
Let's do it. That would be a good pace to
That'd be a
maintain.
very nice pace,
yeah.
There's some bangers.
I don't
happening
know what's
somewhere in this
happening. There's
space.
like a kaiju walking around or something. The ground is shaking here.
best cosplay ever.
I brought a tank.
He just wiped out Ernest Alley. Don't worry, it's gonna win first place.
I'm here for the trophy. Yeah. Yes, leggies. These legs go all the way up.
It's just Nigel Thornberry with legs.
It's true. They're great. I love them.
Oh, by the way, since this is all masks, I do have to do all 4 of the moon trials
Yeah.
to get the
Yes.
Fierce Deities mask. I will do all of that faster than it takes for this cutscene to happen.
Oh,
That's
that rules.
absurd. Actually, during this moment, just in case people are watching and have not seen your stuff, why not plug yourself? What do you do? What's your thing? What's your game? What's your jam?
Well, since you brought it up,
No,
I'm throwing this opportunity.
you can follow me at twitch.tv/The Legend of Zahir. And I love the 3DS Zeldas, A Link Between Worlds, Majora's Mask 3D, and even Ocarina of Time 3D. They're all truly amazing speed games. They have amazing communities as well. They're small, but they're amazing and very helpful. And it's always a fun time running those games. There'll be challenging moments, but always a blast.
Of the 3DS games, is there a particular one you'd recommend? Like maybe someone's like, yeah, I'd love to get into this whole speedrunning Zelda thing. I don't really know where to start. Is there one in particular you think would be a really fun one to get into?
Out of the 3, the easiest one, in my personal opinion, is A Link Between Worlds.
Okay.
That would be one of the best games to get started with to speedrun. It's how I got started with. It's my first speed game.
Oh, cool.
It's, I can't think of an easier game to start with.
It's actually an interesting point, too, there. Folks, if you have questions for Zahir as he's blasting through this, maybe donate that question our way. Just throwing it out there.
Brilliant.
I get the questions. We get the question seat here where we can just ask questions whenever we please.
Yeah.
But for everybody else, they don't necessarily get that
Yeah,
opportunity.
we really abuse our stature here.
I owe like $200 in questions right
Yeah,
now is
for
what
real.
I'm hearing.
Well, when the question is just like, what? Does that really count? We do that a lot.
But that's pretty much all my questions.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
All right. So now we've made it to an artist's rendering of the moon. Everybody knows this is exactly what the lunar surface looks like.
Nothing cheesy about it.
Nope.
Now, is there an order you should do the little mini games in, or can you just do them?
Yeah, you can just do them.
Okay.
The order really
You
doesn't
just
matter.
wanted to
You
chase
just
that
aim
one
the
down.
closest one there and just kind of chase after him.
Caught the goat.
Out the goat again. Okay, so we got an intricate set of pathways and systems, and I imagine you're just going to ignore them all.
This one's so hard for me, but of course I don't know how to Goron warp.
Oh wait, no, this is real. No,
Like-
no,
Gotcha,
no, just
gotcha.
kidding, just kidding.
Got him.
Sorry. Yeah, just kidding you. We ain't doing nothing. Woo!
Incredible.
I got debated right
I
there.
w-
That's,
yeah, I
that's
won't
what
be
happened right there. I got sneaked.
Yeah. I don't trust like that.
And there you go. Play hide and seek. Which, man, that is like a genre change real quick from the moon is going to crush us all, oh God, oh geez, to let's play hide and seek with 4 children.
It's very surreal,
Yeah.
definitely. Odawa.
Here we go. All right.
Very Deku style. We'll see. We'll see how we skip this one.
Oh wow, Goron Mask. Huh? Wow.
Well, weird.
Such a strange choice for the Deku area.
Well, you know, we got to beat that
What the
cutscene
fuck?
time.
I didn't even see the movement that time. It was just, we're here now.
It needs to come with like a popping sound.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
Like-
actually know how to do that thing with it like that.
No, I can't do
No.
it with this mic in my
Oh,
face.
that's true.
Yeah, that's my excuse.
Well, those are the only 2 trials you can just entirely skip with Goron Missile.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
You will not be able to do that with the other 2. Especially not with the Gyrock trial.
Oh, yeah, I guess you have to swim
Yeah.
for that one.
And they changed it up entirely in the 3DS version.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Gorons hate this.
Every time that,
Oh,
One,
Very
thank you.
nice.
777 from Theseus. Thank you so much.
every time there's a Goron missile, they start playing Benny Hill, but it only lasts as long as the Goron missile happens. So it's like,
Dead.
dead.
It's the same clip, just cut up. So eventually you might get through like a 1/10 of it.
Get like the first 2 notes. So you're just blasting through as fast as you can. You know the predetermined path here.
Yeah.
Make sure you do the right pops up.
Yeah, I'm really bad at the crest, the whatever that's called.
There we are.
Oh yeah.
That always messes with me.
Do you have
That,
the
that like
little-
warped switch activation.
That'll be
sound.
fun for many players.
You made this? I made this.
Gearing up for the next one. You made this game?
I made this.
I made this.
I made this. One more. I think.
Probably.
And off we go.
So normally you have to what, like follow the fish or something?
Yep.
Okay.
As the one.
Forget that.
Now
I am the fish.
With jamming the speed up button there, what are you like preserving momentum? Like what's kind of going on there?
Oh, he's
magic.
just constantly getting speed boosts.
Okay.
And if you mash fast enough, it's possible to not use any magic at all
Wow.
for those certain boosts.
That's handy.
$3 from Theseus saying train?
We could, yeah. Tell you what, folks, that would be a fun thing to do, wouldn't it? Let's see how long of a train we can get going in between now and the rest of this run, which is coming up to the end very quickly here. Can we get ourselves a train going? And by train, by the way, folks, for those of you who are new to the weird Zeldathon lore that we maintain,
They're like cars that go on rails.
that are stuck together. And no, what we try to do is simple, right? We make a bunch of very small donations together rather than depending on one particular person to make some big one. And if we chain them enough together, there's actually a little sign that shows up on that donation system on the bottom, starting with 5 and then extending outward. The longest one we've ever had was somewhere in the 3,000s
Yeah, that
at a
was
Zeldathon, which was an incredible moment.
it was hours and hours long. It was incredible.
Yeah, that donation reader died. It was a really sad moment, but
Yeah.
you know what? A lot of money went to a great cause, and
And you can-
it's what they would have wanted. So
Join our candlelight vigil for that donation reader. That's $3 from You Made This? Who says, I made this. Thank you for making that donation.
indeed, as you should, you all, if you have the opportunity. You know, over here in the convention center, you can get like a smoothie for $7, and I'll tell you, it's a pretty good smoothie. But you know what's better than a smoothie? Donating that $7 to a great cause. So skip the smoothie. St. Jude. Yeah. No? Okay.
Is that by the pizza?
Yeah, it's over there. It's actually
Oh,
pretty
okay.
good. Just,
Yeah, I
just
saw
throwing
it.
it out there.
3019.
3019
Dang.
was the highest donation train we ever had. And it's just one of those things where like you realize pretty quick how powerful like multiplication is.
Or it's just one of those things where, excuse me, you have that opportunity to. Also, you're just punching through him. Okay.
Yeah, even if every single one of those donations was $1, that's $3,019.
Right.
That's $777 from Arm Legham, who says, "Okay, I'll take part in a train. Also, there's a possibility that Lindsay Pez can hear you, so we're getting the Pez pronunciation of my name."
Fair enough.
Thank you for that.
So, you remember that sewer skip I did way earlier?
Yes.
I'm doing a mass jump again. Just
Oh,
to get up there.
yeah.
I
Just get
saw
up the
that.
ladder.
Wow.
And then I'm going to play Epona song here, and that's going to skip the puzzle in the very next room.
to inspire, as inspired from previous question. What? Why?
Because we can.
Because we can.
Because we can.
Man, that Epona song just breaks down barriers.
Any normal ocarina song would actually work. Epona just so happens to be the fastest one I have.
Oh, okay.
If I had Song of Storms, I'd use that.
Sure. And that's because of the playback once you enter the initial song.
Exactly.
Not necessarily even for the button entries, but just like having to listen to it. Gotcha.
Right on. It's not worth getting the Song of Storms, though,
Yeah.
even though it's shorter.
There's just no point in it.
Because you play it once.
Right. Okay, so you've cleared all 4 at this point.
So
And
you
now
get- there it is.
There
There
it
it
is. There it is. We're right at the end here, folks.
All
Can
right.
we get to $4,000 before the end of this game? The answer is probably not, but we could probably get to 4,000 by the end of the soft
That's
lock.
a challenge. That is a challenge, folks.
I'm just saying, because we're already at the boss fight, I'm sure this is going to go very quickly.
The Fierce Deity makes it very fast, and he giggled when you asked him if he had a fun strat with Fierce Deity.
Yes.
So we'll see how that
About to
goes.
see.
Oh, yeah. So my ultimate technique for this fight is to hold L on Majora and press the B button really fast.
Okay. It's called attack.
And
I get
it works.
It's an effective strategy.
Step 1, target. Step 2, attack.
The most effective, the strongest, most effective defense is just killing the thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not even offense. It's just ending him.
All right.
All right.
Stage 1 complete.
Goat.
The Masked Seraph.
My boy Goat. Oh, you stood up? Don't do that.
So if you ever wondered, like, why would I ever go for all the masks in an average run of Majora's Mask? That seems like a waste of time. This is why. You just sit there and you just throw magic whirlwind blades
Yeah.
of doom.
Imagine
to,
playing Dark
towards
Souls
Majora.
and you don't have to learn the boss strategies.
Yeah. It is the ultimate cheat code of getting everything else done in the game.
Yeah, you just frisbee sword at him.
Why would you hurt? You wouldn't hurt such a boy when he was just dancing.
He's screaming. He doesn't like it.
Oh, please. Oh my God! Get over there.
There it
He's
is.
so glamorous. I love him.
That's phase 2, I do believe. Now we're getting ourselves into the final stage.
Phase 3.
Buff.
Oh, time happens at the final hit of the boss fight. I'm
Hearing that tech?
gonna say time out loud as soon as that happens.
All right, tech's in. Almost there. Stay on target.
Oh, I'm out of magic.
Oh no. Oh, you didn't have the
Just have to use
chateau.
the rare old sword.
Time.
There it is. Well done. Well done. Beautiful.
Incredible.
Easy, breezy, beautiful Majora's Mask. Wait, 2 hours 36? 2:36:11 was the final time on that. That is crazy.
So yeah, how
Absolute
long does
Looney
it take
Tunes.
you to do an all mask run?
So the last time that I streamed half of Majora's Mask at a Zeldathon, it took me 4 hours. I'm guessing a full playthrough therefore would probably take me 8 hours. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is the thing. I forgot. Yeah. Wait, are we going to do the soft lock first and then this, or are we going to do this and then the soft lock? Yeah, yeah.
This is ominous.
Should I skip the cutscene and go straight to the soft lock? Yeah. Okay.
This is heavy.
Wait, is this shaving cream? Yeah, this is.
Smell. What does it smell like?
Smells like a rain flower. A rain shower. Sorry,
A
rain flower
rain
shower. From Smartly.
That's gonna be a tasty pie.
No,
Do not
you're
consume.
right. You're right. Rain shower of pie.
Thank you very much, by the way, for that donation. What we
Oh
got
yeah,
right
yeah,
here?
yeah. 2001 from Callum, who says, "Choo choo, let's go live audience and chat.
Yeah.
Call to arms." Yeah, you probably don't see a lot of.
Show of
shaving
hands if
cream.
anybody in the audience is currently in chat. Anybody? Wait, we had one person who was just donating, right?
Yeah, someone's there.
Yeah, it's fine.
Whatever. Let's soft lock.
So, yeah, so you beat the game. Game's already over. But you're like, we can do better. And by better, I mean, let's break the game. So,
Wait, we didn't already.
I mean, we broke the game in a lot of ways, but let's break in a game that is completely irredeemable.
Okay.
So, we're back in
Tingle.
Iconic Canyon. What's the play here? We
Goron
murder,
missile, baby.
we murder Tingle, and
There you go.
as recompense, he decides to end our game.
Good.
That's it.
what you deserve.
Not even the time
Yeah,
is
the
moving.
the time stops.
Can't do anything. It's over.
So Tingle has that kind of like vindictive power.
Yeah, so does Goron.
Tingle is the Shaggy of this universe.
He used 6% of his power to
Yeah.
prevent us from finishing this game.
I'm mashing it. Nothing is happening.
It's
I
over.
can't do anything.
So this
It's
is a
done.
true, actual soft lock.
Yep.
There's no way to
Incredible.
get back into the game.
Yep, you're done
Yes,
right here.
me.
This is it.
You mentioned there was another way to do this too?
This used to be a strat to get into Sakon's hideout early before we found the other method to get it unloaded. And I used to lose my runs because this would happen.
Because Tingle would get in the way.
So there's a chance you could use this otherwise to get into the hideout, or
If you don't hit Tingle,
if
you
we
go
don't
past
hit
him.
Tingle.
oh, so you'd aim at that angle, but you had to miss Tingle.
Yep.
I see.
Otherwise, you're soft lock.
I just
Poor
imagine
Tingle.
him like inflating his balloon, like ready for a day of work, and then just gets blasted by a Goron.
I keep thinking back to like the Last Jedi, just a ship just launching.
I didn't watch that movie.
Spoilers. I'm sorry.
A ship launches. Oh no. All right, so
All right,
yeah,
well,
that's
that'll do it.
Yeah,
then,
time
huh?
for you to suffer, I guess. All right, so
Before you take that off and succumb to your doom, thank you so much for taking your time to come here and show these off. This was incredible to see. I
Yes.
really do appreciate
Yeah,
it.
that was so
it was
cool.
a beautiful technical scene. Yeah, can we get a round of applause for Zahir here before he
for two
he
amazing
ruins this nice
speedruns,
shirt.
yeah.
Thank you so much for that, and thank you for helping us raise a whole bunch of money for St. Jude. The kids are going to appreciate it. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Do you want to, before again you get pie, do you want to plug your channel again?
I want to say some words.
Go for it.
Aside
Yeah,
from
please.
plugging my channel.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Oh,
$10.
$10 donation. So thank you so much for having me here. Everyone's been absolutely amazing. This was an incredible amount of fun. I came in knowing that things were going to go great, but
Yeah.
things went vastly better than would ever have imagined. I'm very happy with how everything turned out. And I'm ready to get cream pie in the face now.
All right.
It was
Well,
so good to have you.
Thank you once again. Again, before you take off the headset, though, who are you?
The Legend of Zahir.
Thank you very much. And yeah, you can check him out over on twitch.tv/Legend of Zahir. All right. Now enjoy your nice lather up here as we get ourselves one on the front and one on the back. Is that correct? Oh, yeah, you got to fill the pie. Yeah. So we got a little bit of shaving cream, again, smelling like rain showers. We're then going to cover the back of the couch here and a bit your back collar there because we want to make, keep things clean.
Should
Don't
I just do
wanna
it
punish you
all?
that much. There we go.
This is good? Right here?
Folks, this is happening because we raised, just a boatload of money
one,
for...
one was for draping and one was for wiping, I was told.
Oh, one was for draping, one's for wiping. So we can bring this back. There you go. All right, MC. I feel like this is you. This is all you.
Oh,
bud.
should we?
I feel like this has got to happen for you. This is the Super MC Gamer folks.
Because
the
we want to
founder
run
of
away.
Zeldathon. We need,
We don't want shrapnel. Oh,
Yeah.
$10
No, I'm
from
just
Wee
gonna-
Shadows,
I'm
by
just
the
gonna
way,
kinda
who says
scoot
train.
a little bit away and
Can you remind them that
this. This is shaving cream. Do not eat. It's like those silicone gels.
Close your mouth.
Do not eat. Do not consume. Here we go. And this was because we raised a nice bit of money for A Link Between Worlds. That was a really great time. Here we go. Close your eyes. Boom! There we go. Beautiful. Lovely. It's got some nice. It's almost like a nice
It's
like
the 25th
postmodern
mask
like
is what it is.
It's like very nice postmodern sort of look there. All right, let's get some of that off there for you.
Yeah.
Just scrape some of that off. Oh, a little bit more. There we go. All right, you can use the rest to clear yourself off. Thank you so much again. Another round of applause, please, for the legend is here. Thank you guys so much. All right, so that concludes our run here of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D All Mask Run. We thank you guys so much for hanging out with us for this and donating as much as you have. Keep on donating. Keep watching. We got more stuff coming up. What do we actually got going on next? Do you remember?
Me and Marissa playing 2P1C
That's right.
on The Legend of Zelda for the NES on the Switch.
Juggernaut and Marissa coming together.
Oh,
you
got
got
some
some
in
like
here.
around your left eye there.
Yeah.
Make sure you catch those. That's going to be an awesome time. It's not necessarily a speed run, just something that is just absurd to see, where we have two people trying to man one game together. It's going to be pretty cool. We're still going to be going till midnight Eastern tonight, folks. So make sure that you keep hanging out. If you're still in MomoCon, but you're like, well, I'd kind of like to see my family or go eat food at some point. We're still going to be broadcasting on Zeldathon.net and Twitch.tv/SuperMCGamer. Thank you guys so much. Keep donating towards St. Jude. My name is Shadow Temple. We got Juggernaut over here. He'll be on camera here in just a moment as well. But we're going to take a few moments to show a little bit of St. Jude, perhaps? No. We're just
Just kidding.
We're just going to take a few moments to set ourselves up for the next game. We'll see you guys soon.